I'm back. Alright, oops. Okay, so last time we saved Luke Skywalker from ODing on super fentanyl. And now we're back in the Raytheon hellscape trying to find something called the Garden of Eden, or the Garden of Eden. We're looking for the Godmachine Messiah, because we got this little monk guy here helping us. Here, hold on, I'll just go through the dialogue again, because I need a refresher too, since it's been a week since I played it last.
Garden of New Eden? What does that mean?
Kai, didn't you say that the Venuran name for your country is Eden? I mean, it's just one mispronounced phoneme from Eden. Maybe we should be searching in your homeland?
There is a striking resemblance, yes. However, Eden is not merely the nomenclature of a Westphalian nation-state. It is the name bestowed upon this planet at the dawn of time, when our supermassive mother screamed her quasar before she finished birthing her first brood of stars.
I see. So this entire world is the Garden of Eden. Doesn't really narrow it down, huh?
God, I love the soundtrack.
Where the stars fell from the sky. What does that mean?
Maybe a shooting star? A meteorite impact somewhere?
Possible, but how the hellion do we tell a meteorite crater from all these utopian bombing
Good
craters?
question, yeah.
We Venura spark suns, blow them to float in the sky like a colony of radiant dandelion seeds during celebrations. It is anathema to our sacred ways to unleash fusion reactors that freely tumble across Mother's face, however. We always sweep up our stars.
This lady, yeah, she's a Venuran.
When you say stars, that's a metaphor for like balloon lanterns
She's disguised
or
as a
aerial
human,
fireworks
though.
or something, right?
No, I mean million-degree balls of burning gas. With localized alterations to the fabric of the universe, of course, to prevent forest fires and disintegration of the world.
Where the metal moon became... Yeah, I thought it was the Raytheon thing, but apparently not.
Where the metal moon became like blood?
Planet Bison 426, I mean planet Eden, does have at least 2 moons, and they do turn red during eclipses. Don't think we're due any blood moons, though.
Some moons do consist primarily of iron, nickel, copper, and other metallic elements, though none in this solar system.
Perhaps it's something moon-like? Like a metal sphere?
What are we looking for? One more time?
Where the stars fell.
Yeah, this guy.
Where the metal moon became like blood.
Alright. We're looking for the Machine God Messiah. I thought it was gonna be that, like the crash battle station. But apparently not. That's kind of moon-like, I guess, but it's not like blood. What would a metal moon like blood look like? Maybe I have to look somewhere else in this landscape. Maybe it's the Moltrolium sucker? Hold on. Is there anything else over to the right here that we can look at? Oh, there are bomb craters. Hold on. Oh, wait. What about that one that's rusted? That's probably it. Let's look at some of this stuff, though, before we go in.
A crater from a Eutropian carpet bombing that fell from the sky. And the metal submunitions certainly caused a lot of blood. But it's not exactly a metal moon that became like blood, though.
I'm assuming it's the Rust moon, the Rust Raytheon battle station over there, but let me look at some other stuff first. Okay, bomb craters.
Eutropian carriers often drop these gas sculptors on planets from low orbit to suck all the dirty primitive oil out and make a giant black mess of things. So I guess it kinda counts as something fallen from the sky.
I don't think this resembles anything like what our cryptic Sherpa is alluding to.
A Z-99 Starkiller, defeated and stuck nose first into the ground. That's gotta be a star fallen from the sky.
Yeah, alright. Debris, wreckage. Okay, I think that's everything. Ooh, crashed starfighter?
An F-135 Starfighter, downed in a Eutropian war. That should count as a star fallen from the sky, I think.
Okay, so we would get like the same info for that. Just a giant pile of war zone damage, rubble and such. I don't think this is what we're looking for. Rusted
That
starfighter?
rusty starfighter is reddish, like blood, I guess. But it's not exactly a moon?
Alright, so yeah, I thought, as soon as I saw this thing, I was like, okay, it's clearly this. But I want to get the other flavor text.
A bunch of buildings blown to pieces. I don't think these qualify as stars or moons.
Alright,
Hey, that's a metal moonish sort of thing, and it's all rusted reddish orange, which kinda makes it resemble meat people's blood.
meat
Yeah,
people.
It totally does.
Hey, R3P2, what do you think about that big red murder star over there? It's kinda like a metal moon that's become like blood, right?
Annuit Coptus.
Ground control to R3P2, come in. What planet are you on?
Novus Ordo Cyclorum.
You're just gonna speak in more and more esoteric riddles and languages the further into this crusade we get, aren't you, Holy Bot?
Recta.
Do you want to turn it up a bit, chat? How's the volume?
Ah, I am fluent in this Latinate tongue. I believe our prayerful relative is saying that you are on the right track.
Well, great. Let's fly on over and be done with this place. It's kind of giving me flashbacks to the active war zone I recently ran through.
Interact with the murder starter fly there. It looks like a modified Chiro on his cloak. Oh, on RP32's cloak. Yeah, quite possibly could be, Teo. Silver Spook puts a lot of references to other stuff in their work, so it's entirely possible it could be like a modified thing of that nature. Alright, well, let's go look at the rusted battle station then.
Are we all ready to head over?
I'm pretty sure I've looked at everything here. Wait, can I inspect that flag? No. Come look at the war mech though. Wouldn't call that a moon. Okay, we didn't really get anything else there. Yeah, hold on. Did I miss any other flavor text? Let me just quickly have a look back here. Did I look at the Coke Jobs Starfighter? I guess a bunch of Coke Jobs warships and Z-99 Starkillers are technically stars falling from the sky. I do like how the further you head over in this way, the more stuff you find that kind of starts pointing you in the general direction of like, oh, the thing you need to look at is up ahead. I mean, the clue is clear enough to understand on its own with you know, the rusted star thing. But yeah, I like that that's written into it too, in case you're just completely lost. The game kind of nudges you in the right direction.
We're here. Now what?
In the Garden of New Eden, next to the Tree of Life, there you will find what you seek.
This is the polar opposite of a garden. In fact, I've never seen such a dead place.
I see a lot of
Oh,
robot
ye of little
body
faith,
parts around the tree.
His mega hand shall lift our hydraulic hearts. His optimized primeness shall transform this world. His golden cathode rays shall illuminate the path. The oil he sheds for us will wash away the rust of this fallen land. And after the great flood, it will shine as brand new chrome. Cortanans, chapter 9.
Cortanans! Okay, that's a good bit. I love the idea of the robot version of Corinthians being named after fucking Cortana. It's an ancient Christian symbol. Okay. That's fucking hilarious. What was that passage again?
What was that passage again?
His mega hand shall lift our hydraulic hearts. His optimized primeness shall transform this world. His golden cathode rays shall illuminate the path. The oil he sheds for us will wash away the rust of this fallen land. And after the great flood, it will shine as brand new chrome.
I mean,
Cortanans, chapter 9, verse 11.
the reference to Great Flood makes me think that the robot Messiah is gonna genocide all of us. What do you mean, Great Flood? Oh, hey, we can literally ask about the symbol.
What is that symbol on your tunic?
The monogram of our Lord, the Latinian P, is also the Greek word symbol Rho, signifying Proto-J, our robotic Messiah. The J, of course, denotes our stainless steel Jesus, pronounced Jesus. It is Spanish make for
Jesus.
King of PCs, King of kilobytes.
Jesus Christ. Awesome. Oh Lord, bring us salvation. Yeah, no, you were dead on the money, Teo. I didn't think we were gonna get a literal, explanation for that. I assumed that was just gonna be a little hidden reference. Which, good thing you were here to spot, because, I get, most of the illusions in this game, because I've read a lot of sci-fi and stuff, but I don't know enough about ancient Christian symbol. That would've gone right over my head. I think I just thought that was a symbol for the robo-church that Silver Spook must have drawn. That's cool, though. Thank you for letting me know that. Fascinating. Alright, well, first, let's do a little inspecting to see if there's any new flavor text. I see there's a lot of corpses around this magic tree. This rotting murder star is so vast, it just looks like a burnt orange mountain range. This gnarly slope is just the toenail of the giant. Thankfully, this year's battle station, the Destruct Star, was metamorphed by the Venurans into insulin and chicken dinners and other useful items. What a mess. This utopian war crime scene has been here for many kilocycles, judging from the decay. So, hold on, I need to do something in OBS. It's usually still there in churches or robes. Admittedly, I haven't spent much time in a church in my life. I mean, in some churches, yeah. I never used to see, the only times I've ever really been to church like the private boys' school that I went to would make us attend chapel once a fortnight. So I had to spend a good deal of doing that during my, like, teenage years, I suppose. Well, not that much. It was, well, like, 25, 50, 100 times a year, I guess. But it wasn't really that bad. It was just like a half-hour church sermon thing that the school chaplain would give us. So, admittedly, I mean, I know a decent amount about Christianity in the Bible, but I don't really spend a lot of time in churches. Not really my scene. In the ones I was in, at least. Maybe it's more common in Germany than it is in Australia. To be fair, Australia is very secularized compared... I mean, we're not the most atheist country, but we are one of the most. A very high percentage of our population does not believe in any kind of God. And even the church stuff that does exist in Australia is a lot more toned down. It's way, like, smaller scale. Because Australians sort of have, like, negative associations with people who are too religious. Not that you can't, I've talked about this before, but it's like, not that you can't be religious, but like, if you're really churchy, it kind of freaks people out because they assume you want to impose your church morals on everybody else. Like, the Australian attitude is sort of, you go be religious, but just like, I don't give a fuck about it. That's something between you and God. It's private. Don't try and, like, bring it into the government or public life. It's weird. Is Australia more Protestant? Not really. It's just more irreligious, Death Mole. Most like a large percentage of our population is like non-religious, and Australians generally don't think religion should be something that should be involved in government or public life in general. It's just like between you and your God or whatever. The rest of us don't really want to hear about it. Because there's a term we have, Bible basher, where, like, it's like, yeah, if you're too religious, people worry that you're going to be imposing your religious morals on everyone. There's probably more, like, members of Church of England than Catholicism, I would wager, since we're a former British colony. The private school I went to was Church of England. More Anglican than Protestant, but that's basically the same thing anyway. Secularization exists, but sometimes only in name. Well, I mean, that's America, Death Mole. Like, that's America, where the government is secular, but also American presidents can never stop talking about how they're chosen by God as the specialist little boy in the universe to be the like, God Emperor of the world, you know? You can't do that in Australia. If a politician tried to do that in Australia, like, started talking about how they were chosen by God, they would get voted out so quick, because people would go, that's weird. What is wrong with you? Like, if you're religious, fine, but this is a really weird thing to say. You seem like you might be a bit of a freak, so we're gonna vote you out, because we want our politicians to be boring bureaucrats, not religious zealots. They'd be dead and gone in no time. You can't really do that here either. Yeah, no, like, Australians, very secular. Yeah, dead in a political sense. Yeah, exactly. Like, people would view you as unfit to lead. We've had multiple, like, prime ministers who have been atheist as well. By the way, like, I mean, Bob Hawke, well, he was more of an agnostic, but still, like, Bob Hawke was prime minister in the 80s. He did not believe in God and was completely non-religious. And we've had several, like, since then. It's pretty normal, honestly. But yeah, I would say Australia's more Anglican, but even then, barely, because Australia reports some of the lowest church attendance rates, like, in the world, and a large plurality of Australians would describe themselves as non-religious, whether that's atheist or agnostic or whatever. Another crashed Imperial starship. It's not of interest right now. Our guide, R3P2.
These are like miniature solar panels or something? An organically grown machine. How is that possible?
We Venurans do not distinguish beings whose fiber are woven of carbon and phosphate from those woven of iron and silicone. Genetic code is but nanotechnology, evolved over billions of years to assemble organic machines. Conversely, nanites and binary code are but the DNA of mechanical organisms. We fuse the two as easily as an artist blending yellow and red into an orange sunrise.
I remember they had the solar trees in the first game, too.
It is not technology the Eutropians are known to use, however.
Which I remember was one of the first moments in the game where I was like, wait, I think this game is actually really well written. And, well, I mean, I'd already been kind of getting into the writing by that point, but that was such a unique idea that I hadn't seen in a million other, like, cyberpunk stories before. And I was like, damn, that's really creative, original, like, world building. I think this game's writing might actually be really great. Interesting, thanks to the explanation. Yeah, of course. And then from that point on, I just started falling in love with the writing of Neofeud 1. But yeah, I remember that from the first game, because I was like, damn, that's a really clever, interesting idea. Visually unique, very interesting and evocative. Makes the universe of Neofeud feel more like a fully realized place.
So, you're saying this tree was put here by one of the elder race?
It would seem so. But curiously, nowhere in our data vaults is such a project mentioned.
Okay. Let's look at the bodies. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Ugh. A long blue screen silicone. No idea who it could be.
This chassis isn't any model that I recognize. Looks prehistoric, really. Hey, one of the arms appears to be missing. I wonder what happened.
Wasteland grave robber?
Unlikely this far out. Maybe it's still around somewhere?
Huh.
This
Okay, it's just the
Any
same
idea?
dialogue.
Maybe Kailatu could use her forensic abilities here?
Wait. That was... Oh, okay. Right. Okay, I want to look at the tree first, though.
What the? A living metal tree?
And why just one of them, surrounded by miles and miles of war zone and landfill?
I'm no tree expert, but they're supposed to be all woody and leafy, not metal, right?
Yes. In fact, I swear I saw a normal tree shaped just like this while attending an eggs hunting day midnight mass with my religioid ex. Yeah, according to Offlinepedia, this closely resembles a tree of genus Ficus, also known as a fig tree. If I remember correctly, in the Eutropians' Christomancy religion, the tree of knowledge is a fig tree.
Metal burning bush, yeah, yo.
Hey,
Yeah, I
R3,
mean, that seems
is
to
this
be,
a tree of
what's
life?
going on.
It's the
Yeah.
only thing growing in this vast dead land.
I mean, we're looking for the machine messiah.
And God saw that it was good.
Like, is that not a good sign of that? You know, of a miracle, of something inexplicable that's God manifesting? Ooh, I like the soundtrack shift in this area. It's definitely Chiro. Yeah, I mean, Teo spotted it before, Death Mole. Alright, is there anything else to look at here?
An aero vehicle of unknown make appears to have crashed here. The root system of the Tree of Life feeds on the iron, zinc, and silicates of the wrecked fuselage. Something about that particular aircar is familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's totaled now, but the model does look super fancy.
You don't think it's Princess Karen's airship, do you? Maybe. So hold on. Because we haven't seen her in a while. Bottle? A cracked wine bottle. Not safe for drinking, but the bottom's intact, so it could be used to hold liquid. Maybe I'll take the bottle. Oh shit! Wait, I know this. This is Gertzel's hideout from Neofeud 1, isn't it? Or at the very least, it looks very similar. Okay, we got a bottle. Hold on, let me keep looking around, I guess. Is there anything else to look at here? Oh snap! Yeah. Before we try and get into the shed, I should use the Venuran's powers on the dead bodies to see what we can reconstruct, and maybe the crashed car too. Let me look at the shed. An old shed. What's it doing in the middle of nowhere? As out of the ordinary as the rest of this place, I suppose. All right. Let's go back here. Alright, I guess would be this? Wait, what does this power do again? Eye of the stars, taps into sights beyond it can reveal hidden truths. Okay, I think that's right. A blue screen silicone with no idea who it could be. Oh wait, no, I just instigated the dialogue again. Hold on, let me get that. There we go.
This husk has been nourishing our tall, leafy relative for many seasons.
Any idea where the missing arm went?
Yes, Mother Eden has swallowed a steel appendage of this untwined child.
An arm is underground? Where exactly?
Oh, there it is.
It is here.
Alright. Thank you, Kai. Do we dig it up? There it is. The second arm, just as Kailatu predicted.
Here, Lith, why don't you hold on to this? You know more about bot parts than me, even though I am one.
Alright, nice. I don't think I need to take this right now. Alright, we did that. Let's see if we can scan the car, too. Talking about Pathologic, did you ever play Patho 2, 3, or The Void? No. I heard they were all kind of bad. Doesn't everybody hate the remakes? Or at the very least, I remember when I looked at them that, like... I can't figure that out. Okay, can't figure that out. Alright, I don't know if there's anything else. Hold on. What does she have? No, alright, we can't interface. I thought maybe we could interface with the car and figure out what was going on there. Alright, let's knock on the door now then, because I think that's everything. We look at the leaves, the tree, the wrecked air car, the sucker. Yeah, I already looked at the shed. No, you must be mixing that up. I don't know, I read some pretty negative Steam reviews. Alright, is there anything else over here? No. Alright, I guess let's knock. That's not working. We have to change to Nostromo? Wait, maybe we have to... Maybe we have to do something with the robot arm. There was a weird way to get in last time, right? Yes, if I remember correctly, Teo. It was like we had to figure out some strange puzzle. I have a bottle and an arm. So maybe I need to do something related with that. I'm not entirely sure what, though. The arm we unearthed next to the machine, buddy.
This is one extra big hand.
There we go.
Weird. It's different from the other arm. I still don't recognize this design, though. Looks ancient, like pre-galactic colonial era. And yeah, this manipulator is definitely larger than its counterpart.
It's not Carl Carbon's robot arm, is it? No, that's just that again. Alright, Can I plug her into the robot? Perhaps we should look for someone with... Okay, no, we've already done that. Can I use her powers on that thing? Or is the fact that it's in Lift's inventory mean that it has to be limited to something she can do with it? Hold on, let me just try as an experiment. Yeah, no, it does not look like it. Like, I can't. It has to be something physically outside. Okay. What do we have? Salt, robot arm, gun, arm hand. Maybe I take the arm and make it interact with the shed. Maybe there's some kind of thing related to that. Hold on. Oh, wait. That's something new I missed. Mysterious stone.
A single onyx-like object levitates above one of the 7 receptacles.
What do you think, Kai?
What do you think, Kai?
I sense a sunburst of tachyon signatures from this object. It is certainly not a traditional torch of oil-soaked cloth burning on a length of wood.
Why would anyone burn wood?
Why would anyone burn wood? Fresh tree meat is worth its weight in gold.
Tree meat.
Such organic torches hearken to olden earthling times, when trees were plentiful.
I'll never understand these weird humans.
Good thing I'm not human, huh, babe?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that might be, like, in the future, if humanity doesn't destroy itself, if we live long enough to become a spacefaring civilization, there's probably gonna come a point where we completely rape the Earth of its resources and destroy it entirely. There'll be people who look back on, like, the periods in Earth's history where we burnt trees and find that insane because trees will have basically become extinct, you know? Like, how could they do that? How could they waste such a precious resource? That world where trees were everywhere will seem as alien to them as this does to us. What, the woke? Yeah, that's why I love these games. They're incredibly woke. Alright, we should keep investigating this mysterious new object. Okay, what if she uses her powers on it? Okay, what about this power? Can't use those together. Time power? What happens if I just interact with it? Whoa! Whoops!
Liv, are you okay?
Whoa. Yeah, I'm fine. That did freak me out, though. Not gonna lie. Well, I guess we know where the flames are. And you don't need a lighter to set the torches ablaze.
Okay, so do we take the arm and then make it interact with that? No, what about the bottle? Alright, well that's something. Hold on, am I missing anything else? Because I did think I had looked at everything, but then I just saw that. Maybe there's something else that I have missed that I can, like, pick up or interact with or do something. Thanks for playing Neofeud. You're at the more complex puzzle bit. Yeah, no, I've got, like, part of it. We dug up the robot arm. And we found the mysterious statue, the mysterious stone. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do with them from here. Maybe maybe Nostro can pick it up, because he's like, no, okay, Lith just goes to do it automatically. Okay.
Liv, are you okay?
Whoa. Yeah, I'm fine. That did freak me out, though. Not gonna lie. Well, I guess we know where the flames are. And you don't need a lighter to set the torches ablaze.
Yeah, I need to... You gotta... Oh, I have the arm already. I got the robot arm, although I haven't figured out what exactly I need to do with it yet. I was gonna say maybe I can install the robot arm on Stromo, and then he can potentially interact with the mysterious stone without it setting on fire. Maybe she uses her time powers on it? No. Did you try? No, actually, that's a good suggestion. I don't know why I didn't, but no, I haven't done that yet. I looked at the tree before when I was trying to get all the flavor text for it, but I forgot to actually try just interacting with it. Let's do that.
It feels like aluminum foil. Some portions of the trunk are translucent. There are vascular bundles that appear to be supplying nutrients and liquid to the solar leaves from the root system. There appear to be some loose flakes of tree bark here.
Remove the flakes. Yes. Let's do that. Oh, this is what I need the bottle for. Okay, I'm seeing
crankshafts.
now.
I hope I didn't hurt it.
What is that stuff the tree is leaking? It looks like motor
I was
oil,
wondering what we need the
but
bottle
it's
for.
glowing?
Because I couldn't find any liquid anywhere in the scene.
organism appears unharmed. I believe it longs for you to suckle its milk.
What?
I've got another hour
Gather
more
its
before I'm done getting
sap.
ready, and I leave in 3. Yeah, I mean, at the very
realize
least,
vegetables could long
1.5 hour
anything.
nap is better
You
than
would be
nothing.
surprised, young relative.
And you can sleep in the car,
Trees
yeah.
have great trees and lessons for us.
Alright, I know what to do here. We have the bottle.
I should be able to collect some of this bright amber sap in this glass.
Okay, we have tree sap now. Alright.
There, I've filled the container with this metal tree's, lubricant. It's glowy and brown.
Hey, look! You spilled a bit of that tree juice on some old rusty nails. They're turning all shiny and new.
Okay, I see. So we have to use that on the robot arm. The rust has somehow vanished from the nails.
Amazing. The glowing sienna sap of this chrome tree can literally dissolve ferrous oxidation?
The preacher mentioned new life from metal. Is that what he meant? The tree restores new life to old corroded metal?
Alright, let's do that then. Hold on. You pour some of the tree's sap on the arm. The rust has somehow vanished from the arm.
Washing away the rust of this world, we shine again like new chrome.
Alright, clean arm, added to inventory. Nice. Okay, now, what can we do with this? Can she interface with it? Not sure that goes together. Okay, maybe we can use this to touch the idol, though, the mysterious stone. No. Maybe we can use this on Nostromo? And get him to do it? No. Alright. What else can we do here? I don't think I can hold it with my bare hands. I need a container. Okay, yes, we've already done this part. We found the bottle. Maybe I do something
There's
else with
no
the wrecked
body
car?
inside. Whoever was flying this must have survived and got out.
Huh. This dashboard looks really out of place on this air car.
Inspect. Oh, okay, we can inspect the vehicle too. Okay, I missed this as well. Wow, this old wreck is slowly being consumed by the tree. Let's have a closer look at this dashboard. High fidelity. interact with the knobs. You try the tuner, but nothing happens. Try the tuner, but nothing happens. Oop. Oh, I get it. There's like a password I need. It seems we're supposed to enter a 3-digit code of some sort. Seems like I got it wrong this time. Probably shouldn't mess with it. I don't have any high-fidelity Blockbuster cassette tapes anyway. I don't think that'll help. I think I should stick to the working buttons. Alright, broken... Yeah, okay, can't do anything with that. Of course, you found the bottle. Your disco brain kicked in. Is there anything else in the car to interact with? Roots? Kalatu interrupts telepathically. Young one, let Arcadia Metallica feast upon the golden bird's feathers. Better just let the tree keep recycling this crashed Aero sedan. Got it. It's not the Terminator theme song as in Neofeud 1. Answer the puzzle. Oh, okay. Fuck, what is the name of the Terminator theme song? I am struggling to remember. Okay, and there's nothing else. Oh, no, I mean, there's a puzzle kind of like this with a radio in Neofeud 1. Oh, right. Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, so it's not the Terminator theme song. Shark, who was your favorite character from China, Illinois? Probably Pony, because she was like a chubby stoner Latin American chick, which I found hot. I had to give it up to Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes is also fun. I forget his name, but I also like the blonde brother too. I forget what his name was. He was fun as well, but yeah, the cool one, the cool sibling. Yeah, I liked him too, but probably Pony. It's not just 666, is it? Oh, actually, I guess it literally couldn't be. It would have to be. I would have to do 6663. Well, whatever. Let's just. No, I don't think so. Flag shit, that doesn't seem to be the code either. What could it be? Maybe I should check with some of my teammates, crowdsource or comrade source possible options. That's a good idea. Lith, what do you think about these numbers?
What do you think about these numbers?
66, 451, 2001.
Oh, wait, Fahrenheit
66.
451? Okay.
Fahrenheit 451. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Whoever put this together was a real paleo sci-fi geek, if you want my professional
I'm seeing the
opinion.
connection now.
Right, but any idea of what digits to punch?
I'm
and
just
in
dumb.
what order?
Hey, Mezzy, how's it
Nothing's
going?
springing to mind, sorry.
Alright, I'll ask Lith about, I'll ask the Venurin about it too, Kailatu, but I think that's the answer, presumably.
Hey, Kai, what do you think about these numbers here?
Interesting. It seems an unseen hand presents you with a cardinal enigma.
You ancients are always creating puzzles for Western archaeologists to solve, right? Any tips on this one?
Ah, you refer to the sarcophagus raiders who break into our burial grounds and steal our ancestors' remains? Or colonizers like Indiana Jones, who trespassed into our sacred sites to plunder our artifacts, showcasing the ill-gotten treasure in museums.
Yeah, the way the
Right.
West used to treat
Sorry,
mummies is
but
so
what do you
fucked
think
up.
about this list of numbers?
I confess, I do not resonate against many of these Romanoid numerals. However, they are not traditional Roman, as I encountered whilst tasting Caesar's grapes, nor Babylonian sexagesimal that embellished pillars in their hanging gardens. Wait. 2001. 2001.
Don't get me started on Mummy
yes.
Oh yeah,
In
they,
the
do you know they
year
made paint
2001,
out of mummies?
A wayward Earthling astronaut attempted contact with one of our hubs.
Do you know they used
near
to
the
grind
planet
that
Jupiter.
shit up and snort
He
it
was
with
pulled
drugs?
into the vortex of one of our stargates.
They used to sprinkle it
in
on their fucking
defiance
food.
Of our repeated warnings. Dave, unfortunately, did not survive and was shredded into a fine mist of atoms stretching from the Orion arm to Draco's mouth.
Oh, that is fascinating. But what I mean is, do you see any pattern here? Like, what numbers should I press?
I am not sure, Steel Relative. I am sorry.
Good. I've started writing the script for my merman story. I'm going good, Mezzy. I'm excited to read To Love a Merman once you get done with it. That'll be fun to do. Yeah, Chad, I'll be doing a collab stream with Mezzy at some point in the future. She's writing a fan fiction. And so, like, I'm going to read it out. Well, we'll split reading duties. I'll read all of the prose and, like, narration and description of everything that's happening, and then Mezzy can voice the main character. You have to read it on the stream for me, please? Yeah, of course, Mezzy. That sounds funny. We can definitely do that. But no, that is 100% real, Mezzy. You can look it up. When, Europe started its in excursions into contemporary Egypt to loot their holy sites and, leech off their economy in the way that colonial powers often do, they started finding a shitload of mummies. And they basically thought, oh, the mummies will never run out. They're basically an infinite source. Let's just start using them for a whole lot of dumb, weird bullshit. And so they would, grind up Egyptian mummies and use them for all sorts of absurd things, including making paint. There is a famous paint color called mummy brown that is literally made from ground up. Well, I mean, the original, pigment was made from grinding up mummies. They would put it as an additive on food. They would snort it as drugs. The Victorians went insano style with the mummy stuff to a really fucked up degree, It's so insane. I feel like most people don't know about it because it doesn't sound real. But you can look all of that up. That's pretty much all real. Fuck yes, this is amazing. Yeah, I'll read all the NPCs. I'll read all the NPCs. What the fuck are the benefits at all to doing that? It was just kind of like a fad, essentially. It was like a craze, here, let me see if I can find an explanation for it. What would I search for this? Okay, here we go. Fucking National Geographic. Hold on, let me get a paywall remover for it. one doesn't work. Okay, here we go. The gory... Here's a National Geographic article. The gory history of Europe's mummy-eating fad. Feeling ill? In 15th century Europe, the remedy for your headache, stomach ailment, or cancer might come with a side of Egyptian mummy. For centuries, embalmed bodies were prized across the continent not for their historical value, but for their purported medical benefits. Here's a surprising reason that people once craved and ate mummies. So the gory story hinges on one word, mumia. Prized for its healing qualities, mumia was a substance found on a single Persian mountainside where it seeped from a black rock asphalt. Named after the local word for wax, mum, the substance was used for a variety of medical purposes and gained a reputation in the Arabic world as expensive, precious, and effective. But when Western Europeans began encountering the Islamic world and translating its texts, a single mistranslation led to widespread confusion about the meaning of mummy. Imagine, Europeans encounter your culture and they're so dumb they misunderstand a word and then just start eating all of your, dead family members as a result. Because they're like, what? What are you getting so mad about? You said it they're mummies. That means we should eat them, dude. According to Dannenfeld, a variety of 11th and 12th century translators incorrectly identified mumia as a substance exuded from preserved bodies in Egyptian tombs. Part of the confusion came from mumia's similarity to the word mummy, and also the fact that some Egyptian mummies were embalmed using asphalt. Scientists now know that only... Okay, so this is just explaining further. But yeah, there was a literal industry devoted to digging up mummies and then bringing them back to Europe and dicing them up into paste so that they could use them in a variety of completely absurd practical applications, ranging from paint to food to narcotic drugs. And they're all just eating dead people. Mumia was prescribed for everything from headaches to heart attacks, and a run on mummies followed. Suddenly, people were ransacking Egyptian tombs not just for jewelry or pottery, but for the bodies within, and canny salesmen began collecting and selling mummies. Demand quickly outpaced supply, leading to a brisk trade in fake mummies. Body snatchers and unethical tradespeople began turning fresh cadavers and the bodies of executed criminals, enslaved people, and others in... You know what? I will say, I'm surprised there's never been a movie set during this whole period, following a character in this industry. It seems like it'd be a really good setting for a novel or a movie or something, because it's fucking insane. Yeah, people were making fake mummies because there was simply too much demand for mummies. Body snatchers would steal by night the bodies of such as were hanged, wrote one observer, who noted that the bodies were then embalmed with salt and drugs, dried in an oven, and ground into a powder that apothecaries added to their home remedies. Part of it, too, was that in the Victorian era, there was also a phenomenon called Egyptomania, which is just that, people in Victorian England became weirdly obsessed with Egypt. I guess Europe in general at the time. I guess the best way of thinking about it is it's like how the West fetishizes Japan or Korea now. You know how weeaboos exist? In Victorian England, they basically had a lot of Egyptaboos. And there was a lot of pop culture from around that era, a lot of stuff. There was a lot of general interest in Egypt, ancient Egypt, Egyptian hieroglyphics and magic and mummies. But yeah, Egyptomania was so pronounced in England during the Victorian era that mummy unwrappings became a popular pastime in lecture halls, hospitals, and even private homes in the 19th century, as British men returned home from archaeological expeditions, colonial postings, or sightseeing tours with bodies they had looted from the Egyptian tombs. Despite a ban on the export of antiquities, Europeans continued seeking out mummies to both satisfy their curiosity and provide components for medical remedies. It wasn't until the late 19th century that use of mumia, so basically like right up to about the start of the 20th century, this kind of shit was happening all the time. Still, the world's fascination with ancient Egyptian remedies remains. Proof. Just look at the skincare shelf in your local store where magic... Okay, now it's just talking about the fetishization and mystique of ancient Egypt. But yeah, like mummy brown is a real color that was made from grinding up mummies. It was a popular artist pigment in the 18th and 19th century, literally made by grinding up the remains of Egyptian mummies mixed with pitch and myrrh. That was a real thing. There was a very long period in Europe's history where everybody was eating mummies and using mummies to, like, make random stuff. Yeah, the fourth down on the left, number 10, Mummy Brown. There it is. There it is. Yeah, like that period of Europe's history is fascinating. Yeah. Number 10, Mummy Brown. You can't really see here because the image is so small. But yeah, you can read it like there. Fascinating though. Yeah, here it is. Here's an example of it. This like dark brownish kind of color. Victorians were cooked. Oh, they were insane. We Europeans are so civilized. Oh, I mean, yeah, exactly. Botched. That's kind of been the big irony of it is so often we viewed ourselves as the great civilizing force that was there to inflict misery on the rest of the world because, like, we were bringing, you need to get on our level, guys. It's for your own good. But in reality, we were violent, ignorant cavemen, We were fucking dumb and did stupid, insane shit for centuries for no reason because we're so fucking dumb. People literally used to eat mummies and make them into paint. Can't get Mummy Brown anywhere these days. Yeah, the woke took it from us. Oh, God. Alright, I think I know what to do here. Okay, apparently not. Okay, well, we know it has something to do with Order 666, Fahrenheit 451, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Maybe there's another thing. Ask the Jawa? Yeah, that's a good call. Hey, R3, could you give me some guidance?
His mega hand shall lift our hydraulic hearts. His optimized primeness shall transform this world. His golden cathode rays shall illuminate the path.
Oh, he's just quoting Cortanans, chapter 9, verse 11, again.
Fallen land. And after the great flood, it will shine as brand new chrome. Cortanans, chapter 9, verse 11.
Right. Thanks.
Maybe I have to do them sequentially from when they would have been published. So what would it be, like 451, 2001, Order 666? No. Wait, did Fahrenheit 451 came out before 2001, didn't it? Or maybe it means the movie? No. Okay. What am I missing here? Cause yeah, like we talked to Lith before, and she pointed out that
Hey Lith, what do you think about these numbers?
66,
Yeah.
451.
they seem to be references to the order. Maybe the other
66.
numbers are references to something.
Fahrenheit 451. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Whoever put this together was a real paleo sci-fi geek, if you want my professional opinion.
Right, but any idea of what digits to punch and in what order?
Nothing's springing to mind, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, okay, clearly those, because they're the references. Okay, do you guys is there yes, there's very famously a movie adaptation of Fahrenheit 451. I've seen it. What's the meaning of life in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy again? Is it 42? Can we make 9? Do we have a 9? No, we just have 11. It is 42? Okay. Maybe that's it instead of 666, instead of 66. No, wrong. This one is tricky. 327. Where does that sound familiar from? I don't know. Have any ever read the book? 42 isn't the meaning of life. It's the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything. But yes, 42. Okay. I'm just trying to, because, like, it has to be 3 numbers. And yeah, these are all clearly references to something. Hold on. Let me listen to this guy's stupid thing again. Let me listen to his, Oh, wait. Hold on. We didn't ask Lift. Do you have any idea how the riddle could help us? That is, we forgot to interact with that.
They mentioned optimized primeness. Well, Optimus Prime jokes aside, in cryptography, prime numbers are real important for optimum security.
Prime numbers? Like the first numbers ever invented?
No, primes are numbers divisible only by 1 and themselves. For example, the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 17 are prime numbers.
Right. Thanks.
Is it just 7, 11, 13? Fuck Hitchhikers to the Galaxy, even if it's good? Why? Why do you hate Hitchhikers to the Galaxy? 7, 11, 13. Oh shit! Okay, that was the answer. I'm dumb. Okay, so the references to other media was just a red herring. We just needed to know the... I guess you were right, Teo. The religious robot did have the answer, which was just to autistically focus on prime numbers. Oh! What the fuck?
Whoa! What the hellion is happening?
Holy shit. Okay. That was unexpected.
What the hellion is that?
Lith, what do you think about this?
If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say these are his golden cathode rays that are supposed to illuminate our path.
Ah, oh pasty paganic one, you are coming to see the light of Kronstianism, yes?
Ew, no hard pass. Don't mistake my ingenuity in interpreting your Christoid conundrums for having drunk your cult's Kool-Aid.
Rapture involves the imbibing of molten steel rather than the fruit of the punch.
Great. Molten steel. I suppose we're supposed to make a T-800 thumbs up sign while we all commit fiery suicide?
Yes. However, the 3,000-degree self-immolation is a more radical interpretation of the scriptures.
Anyway, we should probably check out what this golden light is illuminating.
Alright, let's ask R3P2.
Hey, R3P2, are we on the right track?
We are blessed with the light of our Lord. The sanctity of this place is indeed revealed.
Kai, what do you think?
What do you think of this yellow light, Kai?
The aureate tendrils are not electromagnetic radiation, though they appear to be lantern light cast by this flying carriage. We should investigate further.
Yeah, I want to see what this is. What is that? Heart? Yeah, what is that? It appears to be a heart. A half cybernetic, half humanoid heart. It's impossibly floating in a black hole within this door.
Kai, do you have any clue what the hellion is going on?
Most peculiar. This timeline.
What?
That resembles, indeed, the primary fluid pump of the Earthling hominid.
This could just be some very elaborate smoke and mirrors. Some computer-generated special FX.
As you look closer, you see 5 round holes on the bottom of the heart. What happens if we interact with it? I'm not sure what to do with this, whatever it is. It does appear to be beating, and I believe R3P2 mentioned something about hearts. Oh, okay, figured it out.
His mega hand shall lift our hydraulic hearts. Amen.
Whoa! What the hellion's happening now?
His optimized primeness shall transform this world.
I knew the shed couldn't be real, because I was like, that's just Gertzel's shed from Neofeud 1! Oh, fuck! No, that's really bad.
Well, that happened.
Shit.
You can say that again.
Interesting.
Oh, we're fucked. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I'm pretty sure that was the main villain of the first game, Warren Clinton Bush, the president CEO of Earth. Like, at the end of the... Was that? Yes. At the end of the game, he stages his own death to become a disembodied, like, AI intelligence so that he can take control of the Garden of Forking Paths. which is this like giant quantum computer system that can effectively rewrite reality. It can swap out parts of our universe for like other universes where different outcomes happened, effectively controlling reality. At the end of the game, we like defeat him, but the final scene reveals that he still exists in cyberspace. Like in the final scene of the game, there's an arcade machine, and it changes all the top scores to like Warren Clinton Bush, which hinted that he was still alive and existing in the digital landscape somewhere. Oh fuck! We just let the genie out of the bottle, didn't we? Shit. That's not good. Oh god. Damn, we really fucked up. What the fuck? A throne of some sort?
R3P2, any ideas about this, very fancy chair?
The Apostle Carl stood in awe within the throne room of God and witnessed things that were not of this runtime. Carl Carbon saw the throne.
He's been talking about Carl Carbon!
Shining brilliantly like magnificent gemstones. He saw the glow of a rainbow that encircled the seat of infinite power like a degaussing CRT screen. In front of the throne were 7 torches with burning flames.
We should probably keep investigating this mysterious new object. Yeah, see, like, he's referring to the climax of the first game. Oh, God. Throne base? Perhaps this is the rainbow encircling the throne? Something about this platform is so familiar, but I can't quite recall why. Your party runs their metal and meat manipulators over it, but nothing happens. You investigate the throne. One of you even tries the crown on. Alas, nothing happens. It seems inert at the moment. Fuck. Is there anything more over here that's changed? Maybe I use some of Kailatu's powers. No. Wait, what about this? No? Wait, receptacle. Yeah, what are these things?
An empty receptacle of identical size and shape to the other 6. I know I am not the sharpest battery-operated tool in the shed, but I'm guessing each of these little round holes needs a floaty rock?
There was a cosmic chair like this in Hulking Metal 3000. To activate it, you have to collect all the chaos crystals, then stick them in the Infinity Sword, and snap the sonic gauntlet while wearing the Ring of Powerfulness.
There are 7 slots. Could these be the 7 torches R3 was talking about?
In front of the throne were 7 torches with burning flames.
Okay, but I'm not seeing any flamey-wamey action.
Well, do you think we've gathered enough info, or should we keep examining this?
We should probably keep investigating.
Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. What if I pour some oil down the receptacle holes? Does that do anything? Can't figure that out. Okay. Can I have her interact with it in any way? I think that was a sign signaling that I can progress. But... So what is this mysterious stone? Oh, I guess we need to come back here when we get the rest of those.
Are you okay?
Okay, I see.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm fine. That did freak me out, though. not gonna lie.
Alright, I guess we can leave the area now then, because I think we've seen just about
I guess
everything.
we know where the flames are. And you don't need a lighter to set the torches ablaze.
Yeah, we can't interact with that, or with the throne base. Alright, I guess we probably should leave the
An
area
empty
then.
receptacle. I know.
Alright, we
There are.
went through all this dialogue
Okay.
before. Alright, let's leave
Yeah,
the area.
I think we're ready to move on.
Damn.
So I think we know our next step is to find the other 6 of these missing
I really
torches,
didn't expect that to be Warren Clinton
And
Bush.
God saw that it
I thought it was gonna be like Princess Sybil or something.
It does seem that way.
So where exactly do we go looking?
look inside your heart of hard drives for the answer.
Seriously? Really? I am gonna punch you in your holy headlamps or whatever is emitting that pixelated emoji that serves as your smarmy little face.
Give me one moment, descendants. It seems we Venuorans have record of these crepuscular, faceted ones since Mother Yeden's tectonic children huddled together.
Okay.
The stones are known to us as Terralon, what the Eutropine might call a subspace beacon.
Okay, so we gotta track down these stones.
They have astounding density. A teaspoonful of Terralon material would weigh 20 trillion tons.
How the fuck am I gonna move
Like
it?
stuffing 50 million elephants into a thimble?
When many Terralon are gathered together, they can materialize artifacts of extraordinary power.
Huh. How did you just talk to your elder race president?
How exactly did you just talk to your elder race president? It was like you held miniaturized celestial bodies and your eyes flashed fuchsia?
Direct telepathic communication. My device, interwoven with this flesh, acts as an astral amplifier.
Right. Of course.
What's a helephant?
What's a elephant?
Like a 2,000 degree demonic elephant from Hellion sector.
What's an elephant?
So this subspace beacon is as dense as a neutron star.
So you're saying this underspace beacon is basically a wand made out of neutron star?
Actually, far denser than that, than even a quark star. The specific substance is as yet unimagined in Westian astrophysics.
So how do we collect them? Won't they rip a hole through your hand and plunge to the center of the planet if you grab it?
No, because we make a humble request of Grandfather Waite, writing in blue shift pen on the cosmic microwave background.
I see. Well, the main thing is we know we gotta get them all, and they can be got without dying.
Yes. Okay, what do we do now then?
R3P2, what do we do now?
The light we seek is in the heart of darkness.
Mordor?
I think R3 means we have to go back to Neoliberon.
Well divined, O moon-complexioned one.
Can you ever not talk in riddles, R3P2?
And how exactly do you know all 6 stones will be there?
The Judas, the apostate, has placed the relics there, but the golden light shines within you, brothers and sisters. It lights your path.
The apostate? Who is that?
sem dicere.
The prayerful one cannot say, it
Huh.
seems.
Okay. That seems
Great.
ominous.
We must summon his chromeliness to wash away the glitches of the world if the sacred LEDs are most properly inserted, lighting the information superhighway to heaven. Then he will reboot again in glory to debug the living and the blue-screened.
Every time R3 talks, it triggers memories of that Christomancy cultist who made me wear a chastity belt.
They do seem like they're smoking some ultra powerful music.
Yeah, they're
But
insane.
all of R3P2's prophecies so far have basically come true.
Yeah, what is happening
Maybe
with
so.
that?
But I still don't trust them. I don't like being forced to follow someone else's trail of crumbs, like a cheese-chasing mouse.
Like,
in a
someone's
lab
clearly
experiment.
guiding us, like pulling the strings behind the back
I
in the
understand
background.
your concern, Liv. You are right to proceed with
But
caution.
who? Is it some? Is
I
it like
guess we still
a
need to
good
proceed,
guy, like
though,
Princess Sybil,
with a little, and
or
I
is
mean
it
a
secretly Warren
very
Clinton
little,
Bush?
skepticism seasoned bit of faith. I mean, the apocalypse is coming anytime anyway. We got nothing to lose.
Right. The important thing is we've all got to work together. All the peoples of the galaxy, right? Comrades?
I'm glad my educational packets seem to be properly unzipping and decompressing into your brain RAM.
Will collecting the... Did I already ask this one? Hold on, I'll see if I recognize it.
Kai, will collecting the torches really
no, this is
bring us
new.
this Deus Machina?
I cannot say precisely, relative. I'm sorry. But that is certainly possible.
How do we find the beacons?
So how do we find these crystals exactly? They're the size of a WD-40 can.
Yeah, these Terry lambs.
Terralons?
We can't just run around the universe overturning every dumpster, car trunk, and nail salon closet in search of them.
What an oddly specific set of search locations.
I had to do a lot of weird things to survive Neoliberon, okay?
Don't judge, Liv.
Terralon emit no magnetic field, gravitational waves, or radiation of any kind. They are only detectable by minute Octonian ripples.
Just saw a
in
fire Charlie
hyperdimensional
Kirk at it.
space. While there is no utopian technology even remotely capable of sensing these hyperdimensional ripples, we Venorans do have our ways.
Okay, I guess we're going back. Oh, wait. Wow, they must be super duper expensive.
Wow, they must be like super duper expensive.
Yeah, and kept entombed in deep, dark government vaults defended by laser grids and platoons of security under 20 layers of blast wall.
No. We use the Octonian flux detectors to help us find our car keys. They're also embedded in kids' toys, in a game similar to Easter egg hunting. They are old hat tech for us.
Oh, right.
Well, that's good, at least.
In fact, I have an Octonian flux detector on me right now, in case I misplace the keys to our air car. It pulses against the emissions of this Terralon before us.
Awesome. This should be a cakewalk then.
However, one must be within a day's walk of the source for it to register,
Oh, God.
depending
Okay.
on signal strengths.
A day's walk? Like 20 miles? Well, since we know to look in Neoliberon City, at least we've got a good shot at success.
True. We know at the very least that it's, like, limited to Neoliberon.
Guess we're heading back to Neoliberon.
Back to the utopian hellhole again? Fantastic. And just when I was coming to appreciate the peace, quiet, and lack of cops and burning buildings out in this wasteland.
I feel it is our best course of action, relatives.
And Proto-J saw that it was good. Quad Corinthians 3:17.
Yeah. Let's go keep saving the world.
Shut up, R3P2. You're annoying. Back to Neoliberon, baby.
The Canada-4 Eutropia border was such a breeze this time. The skeleton crew staffing immigration and customs must be because most of their forces were deployed to help quell the starvation uprisings.
Yeah, the officer only asked my name, quest, and favorite color. They really skimped on his training. So, what's our next move?
It appears our zealot relative was correct. I am picking up multiple Octonian signatures within a few miles of our location.
May his chromeliness be praised.
Well, that's good news. Are you able to pinpoint the location of these hyperdimensional emissions?
I can. Within approximately 15 meters.
These are several miles from each other. Since we're somewhat pressed for time, perhaps we should split up and have each member collect a different torch?
Ooh, okay.
Given that the Terralons are not heavily defended by Eutropian phalanxes or ballistae, this would be
So we have a
advisable.
sequence where we play as just one of them.
I am
Okay.
programmatically incapable of seeking the divine relics myself, my fellow disciples. It is most deeply hard-coded within my brainware.
So R3's gonna have to tag along with one of us, huh?
Count me out of chaperoning the church machine. Unless you want a random act of senseless crucifixion on y'all's hands.
Yeah, I don't think we should
I
let live.
request not to accompany the corpse-like one.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Let us not pick each other's knit fabric, my young saplings. Here, I will share with you all the coordinates.
See, the
Okay,
fact R3
we've
is
all
in
got our work
control
cut
is a
out
sign
for
that
us.
something
Let's head
nefarious
out.
is going on.
Right
Yeah.
behind you.
May our
I mean, the
supermassive
fact that Warren
grandmother's
Clinton Bush appeared
gravitational
makes me
waves
very
hold us
uneasy.
in her embrace.
Praise the Deus Machina. Let us immanentize the Eshatron.
I mean, if you needed to bring yourself back from the dead, creating an entire religion around it is not a bad way to do it. There's a cover for that. That sable stone is in here somewhere. I've got to find it. Okay, we're in the Omni shop. Alright. Well, as always, let's start by taking a look around. I should focus on getting past the security into the actual store first. Okay, let me look at the cop. A tier X3 sub-sentient auto cop. These hombres are extra armored, extra mean, containing no soul mango with inconvenient consciences or ooey gooey feelings. Ghostless shells dishing out maximum police brutality. They are completely circuit board, which is their only weakness. They were supposed to have been banned since they had a nasty habit of shooting at random innocents. Why are the auto cops suddenly back? Biometric scanner? I feel like you're doing Clinton Bush's work for him. Yeah, exactly. I'm worried we're just reviving him now. We're being played, damn it. And all well, our dentist scan filters valid from invalid shoppers and tracks would-be shoplifters for loss penetration. Whole lot of mass rioting and looting since everyone's starving to death means more and more surveillance and repression. I'll have to shower in its x-rays and infrared if I want to enter the Omni shop. Alright, half-size glass door. They swing open automatically after you've been biometrically scanned. Okay, I guess we have to get biometrically scanned. Can I hack it? Oh god, he's just gonna shoot me in the head.
Theon, welcome back to Omnishop. Unfortunately, you are forbidden from entry since you have 3,981 zuck bucks of unpaid food debt.
Yeah, I'm paying the Munchie mortgage down ASAP, like the second my paycheck goes in.
You also have not submitted yourself to genetic blood quantum sampling for Homo sapiens confirmation.
Yeah, sorry, I've got, debilitating trypanophobia? Like I'll basically die of shock if I get poked by a hypodermic needle?
Neural wire synaptic scan is also required to complete your personhood verification via thought pattern analysis.
I don't want my brain hemorrhaging from overworked medtechs malplacing nanowires, scrambling my precious human gray matter. Didn't I already e-sign the waiver under subsection 32C of the My Body, My Choice Anti-Vaccination Act of 36? Invasive brain implants count as unwanted medical procedures.
Without genetic and thought
So
pattern
vile, the
verification of
conservatives
your human
basically
grade
did that in
sentience,
real life.
All of your rights are waived.
Well, that's a load of Sarlachian shit if there ever was one. I can't get Earth hominid rights to not be violated unless I allow myself to be violated.
If you're unhappy with this policy, consider brain mailing these grievances to your senator or voting in the next utopian election.
Just
I don't
vote
have a
the
brain
problem
jack to
away.
brain mail my quadrillionaire puppet for the same reason I'm refusing the neural implant scan.
Just one more vote,
never
bro.
mind.
Just one more vote. I swear we'll fix
Figure out
everything.
some other
Just
possible
vote
more
for me one
illicit
more
way to
time,
get
bro,
into on the job.
please. Alright, we're gonna have to hack our way in, I guess. Uh-oh.
Unauthorized access detected.
Halt. Low net worth peasant rank individual. Continued infractions may result in execution.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was an
Low
accident.
net
My,
worth individual.
pentagram necklace or fishnets must have got caught on the latch.
Unsanctioned e-girl flaunting and OnlyFans streaming is prohibited at OmniShop.
Right. Sorry again. Wait, what?
You know,
Can't mess with the innards
wait,
of the
wait.
ident scan unless I have employee authorization.
Okay. I literally saw a fucking like a clip of a CEO today, basically using that exact language, saying that the great thing about AI is that it's going to replace all of the what did he call it? Low value human capital. He's like, yeah, it's really good to finally be getting rid of all this low-value human capital and replacing it with machines. You know, it was time. It's like, there's people. Really awesome dehumanizing corporate speak to make yourself feel less better about the fact that you're mass firing people. We're like on our way to low net worth individual being an actual like thing that you can be classified as. I mean, America, the social credit score is coming to America. Hey, Silver Spoon! Thank you for the raid! I was just talking about the growing, like, Palantir surveillance state. We managed to I had a very unnerving moment where what I think was Warren Clinton Bush appeared after we solved the riddle with all of that. I mean, I guess I don't know what's going on there, but I immediately recognized him from the end of Neofeud 1 and was like, oh god, he's back. Thank you for the raid, though. Let me give you a shout out. God, how was your stream? Yeah, we've been tossing around the idea since then that maybe the person guiding R3P2 is secretly Warren Clinton Bush. I was originally thinking it was like someone benevolent, like maybe Sybil is still alive. and she's the one. But that did make me a little bit nervous there then, that we're literally just like helping Warren come back from the dead. Alright, I need employee verification. Can I interact with you? Nope.
Hostile threat detected.
No hostile threat. It was an accident. My bad.
Recalibrating.
Whew, that was close. Maybe the crowd's so thin because no one survives their Omni shopping trip.
The Neofeudal King body? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know it's him for sure. I remember that's kind of how he was depicted, though, at the end of the game. Like, once he merged with the Garden of Forking Paths. So that made me think it was him. Because, like, I was wondering if he was going to come back in the plot of Neofeud 2. Since, you know, we know he survived in Neofeud 1. And you bet the people with disabilities that cannot work will be called low value. Oh, yeah, exactly, Misery, yeah. Yeah, like, they'll be the first to be categorized as low value human capital. You know? I need employee verification to get in. How do I do this? Do I have much in my inventory? Not really, just a laser gun and my hacking arm. But we can't hack the biometric scanner. Can I hack the cop? No.
Hostile threat detected.
No hostile threat. It was an accident. My bad.
Can you shoot the cop?
Recalibrating.
Maybe. It'll probably just shoot me first, but
that
we
was
can give it a
close.
red hot
Maybe the
go.
crowd's so thin because no one survives their Omni shopping trip.
Yeah, he's just gonna kill me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Alright. I didn't think it was that. Maybe shoot the biometric scanner? No, that's just gonna get me shot up by shot to shreds by the huge policeoid. Maybe I talk to the robot?
Excuse me.
Please go about your joyful shopping experience, citizen.
Sure, I'll shop till I drop.
Dying on Omni corporate property is not allowed and will result in fines and or jail time.
Ah, so
for
like
your loved
Disneyland.
ones.
Okie dokie. I'll be sure to put my corpse outside with the rest of the overdosed, starved, and murdered Les Miserables.
Maybe I talk to this thing again? No. What if I try and interact with the glass door?
Halt. You are in violation. Continued misbehavior may result in massage therapy.
Okay. I'll use the scanner. Wait, did that automaton just offer me a massage?
Yeah, it did.
Massage, you say?
Correction. Misbehavior may result in death.
Right. That's what I thought.
Damn, that AI is barely running.
I'll have to get scanned and confirmed as a valid shopper by the camera above before I can enter.
Is this gonna bring me back into the same
Little
dialogue
Leon,
tree?
welcome back to Omnishop. Unfortunately,
Okay,
you
this is
are
the
forbidden
same as
from entry
before.
since you have 3,000.
Yeah, we already did all this.
Without, if you're
I don't have a brain jack to brain mail my quadrillionaire puppet for the same reason I'm refusing the neural implant scan. Never mind. I'll have to figure out some other, possibly more illicit way to get into OmniShop.
Can I interact with the auto stalker? Okay, here we go. Eureka! If I can just hack this giant robot arm, I can use it to reach up high enough for the torch without getting in trouble. Okay.
by Countess Zero Cool. I am the Queen of Machines. I'll now be able to puppeteer this arm around wirelessly. There it is. The Terralin. I've found it. I've done it! I've got the levitating rune-laced stone.
Huh.
Now I've got to meet back up with the team and hope they found the other Terralins.
Wait, did I?
Kai, I've done it.
Did I break
I've got
that?
The stone. Kai? Come in, Kai?
Is that what was supposed to happen?
Must be some interference or something.
Hello, girlie.
What? Who are you?
Oh shit, Princess
don't
Karen's
play
back.
dumb, traitor. You really don't remember your former employers? We Bisberg Zuckerbucks have controlling shares in Omnicorp.
You must be Princess Karen? Or another pampered blonde bimbo with male underwear model escorts. Hope you enjoyed my letter of resignation. The network-wide freeze-up on Black Friday. The snow day causing billions of lost Johnny Lightsword action figure and Captain Eutrashia Punko Fop sales. Best Christmas ever.
Yes. You're quite an annoying bug writhing in our system, aren't you? You're rather sharp for a gray. Pity you won't survive to be of service. Our legions of police will make sure of that.
Your out-of-shape cops and badly coded circuit SWAT don't scare me, Miss Douchetopia. It's gonna take more than your battery-operated boyfriends to bring me in. You may have crowns and cash, but I'm the mistress of machines.
Strong words, plaything. You and your Red Star miscreants have gotten lucky so far, but you'll see Snake Eyes soon. Does your pathetic little lover bot know you've been spying on him?
I'm sure I've no idea what you're talking about. I'm no monster like you.
Oh, come now. We're more alike than you think. We thrive on control. Does he know about the wires you've twisted up in him?
Huh.
The past you're hiding.
Okay,
in?
this is intriguing.
I'm saving Nostromo. His mind was coming apart at the seams. I pieced his fragmented puzzle back together. He'd be dead if it weren't for me.
Be that as it may, what will your precious metal boyfriend do when he finds out who else he was, other than one of our dutiful soldiers?
Nostromo, he won't find out. I erased everything, all trace. He didn't need any of that past dragging him down.
Ooh, okay, intriguing.
You foolish tart. We Celestials have an eye in the sky overseeing all of our dominion. All that walks, swims, or slinks about like a rodent in your case. The Eye of Horus, one of us called it. Every little thought and memory vacuumed up into our data vaults straight from
Eye
his
of Horus. It's
omnibrand
funny that we're
brain.
talking about mummies
Until
before.
you're pesky meddling with his head, that is.
Huh.
But we can easily undo his amnesia. And then, well, he'll be quite furious. And so much for your little interspecies fling.
Unless what?
Unless you hand over that precious little black pearl to our forces. We've been seeking it out for some time.
I don't think so. You'll never catch me, and you'll never get Nostromo either. You're just a spoiled, incompetent, gold-diapered child. Without workers,
Yeah,
especially
tell her,
techs like
Liv.
me, you're nothing. Just look around at the planet you've ruined. Well, the people are fed up. The Red Star is rising, and your blue blood palace is going down.
Oh, you think we care about the country's planets beneath our sky mansions? Oh, you silly terrestrial child. We love a good Ragnarok. I've got 300-year-old champagne to pour for it. But suit yourself. Our somewhat loose-cannoned auto police will handle you now. Do put up a good chase. I like to play with my food.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Robocoppers,
shit.
I'd like you to meet some of my new comrades.
Mallmart. It's a retro retail store in this cosplay district for Earthlings to relive something called Vaporwave 90s Earth Chic. Supposedly, it depicts the height of American civilization.
Actual
Vaporwave
clerks
really
at
was the peak of
registers
Western
and
civilization.
checkouts use paper coupons that were once cut from expensive flattened tree bark called newspapers. Each coupon is made from the bona fide last remnants of Bison's extinct forests. Only in the unhealed one's carcinoma has the woodland and jungle been annihilated. Nature flourishes still in Venora.
Guess that's West East Lie, number 1,340,987. Also, wow, all the merch in this bougie store is 3 times as much. Even with a lousy coupon, I could never afford this yuppie markup.
Euroids will pay triple the denarius to use paper coupons to save 20% on nature's gifts, which should be free? How strange. If a species yearns for the sweet bounty of cherry, plum, and walnut, or desires the inkable skin of papyrus and bamboo, why not simply preserve your altitudinous, leafy elders, rather than chop them to extermination?
You don't get it. We had to chop up the
Beats
mummies
me,
because
but
we're
I have
dumb.
to guess, the chalky humans thought they could make
Yeah.
more money killing off trees than charging more for the scarce tree bark? Yeah.
We were talking
guess
before
I
about
see why
Europe's
you call
history
utopias
with
the
like
broken ones.
grinding up mummies to use as like food additive or snort like drugs or use as paint. For anyone raiding in, there's a literal color called mummy brown that was made by grinding up mummies and then turning it into a pigment. And in fact, there was an entire industry devoted to like consuming and selling mummies for, I don't know, like 400 years in Europe. It was such a thing, it was such a popular thing that there were literally fake mummies that got made. People were like robbing graves so they could mummify the corpses in them and then sell them as fake, authentic mummies. But also, maybe I'm I'm just totally off base here. I think I accidentally glitched that last scene, and I kind of got through it in a way that I shouldn't have. Which, since this is like a new release game and I'm one of the first players, I feel like I should... Well, I mean, there's, other people that have played it, but still, it's very new. So, in the last scene at Omni Shop, I needed to find some way to get past the security gate so I could get into Omni Shop to find the... what's it called? The Tay-Loon? The magical floating MacGuffin that we need to put on the Neofeudal throne. And then I tried to interact with the robot arm, and Liff appeared to just walk straight, I think through the wall into the back of the Omnimart, when before I couldn't even get past the door. It makes me wonder if what was intentionally supposed to happen was that I was supposed to figure out some other solution to get through the security gate, and then once you're inside, you interact with the arm to get the thing that we were in the scene to find. Maybe I'm totally wrong and that was just how the scene was supposed to play out. But I just wanted to make sure. I was surprised the RoboCop had no issue with that. Exactly, Teo. And the only thing that makes... The other thing, too, that makes me feel like I missed something there was... I was trying to inspect a lot of the scene before we, like, solved the issue with the door. And a bunch of things in the Omni shop... when I tried to inspect it, it said, I can't even see anything from out here, outside the security gate. I should wait until I get inside the Omni shop to take a look around. Which made me think, like, okay, when I get inside, it'll be a more explorable area and I'll be able to look at this stuff. I mean, maybe that sequence was just supposed to play out like that and be really short, but I felt like I should mention, because, yeah, it almost feels like the robot arm was the next part of the puzzle, but when I clicked on it, it just kind of skipped the first part. Because, yeah, like, the RoboCop didn't really react when I did it. Yeah. It felt like there should have been more to that I needed to do. So I just thought I should mention it in case that is actually a bug that needs fixing. Hey, how's it going, Rhinex Tot? Alright, let's look around. The Mall Mart logo. Nothing out of the ordinary. The Mall Mart manager... Oh, it's Next Riot. Okay. I get it. The Mall Mart manager's computer probably won't have supermassive black stones listed in the store's inventory. Anyway, it'd be a waste of time trying to log in, as neither I nor Kai are source code sorcerers like Lith. Is that fucking Carl Carbon in the background looting?
Someone's loading up on goodies since no one's holding down the fort at this vapor punk store. Just let him loot. What the hellion doesn't matter. This system stole everything from us. A few handfuls of food and soda is just token repayment. The whole world will be gone soon anyway.
I mean, I agree with that, where it's like, I understand the argument that looting and rioting are unproductive and it doesn't really change anything, but it's also like, when you grind people into dust under an oppressive capitalist system, like, can you really blame people for snapping every now and then, you know, and burning shit down and stealing shit? Like, considering the infinite humiliations you put people through just so a number on a stock chart can go up, I feel like that's a fair exchange. Let them loot every once in a while. Random trash left on the floor. No janitors or even e-cleaners inside an upscale store. It's getting pretty bad in Utopia. Holographic mascot greeter? Unconscious person. Hold on, let me see if there's anything more to look at in the background. Back door? There might be some back doors or emergency exit that way, but we don't need to go there right now. Greeter. Is there anything else to look at over here? Checkout monitor? The checkouts are still running 150-year-old buggy Microsoft Lindos. No wonder the lights and hollows are going haywire. Yeah, fuck Windows, I say, while streaming on Windows. It probably won't have supermassive black stones listed in the store's inventory. Plus, it'd be a waste of time trying to log in, as neither I nor Kai are source code sorcerers like Lith.
What is all of this organic produce doing here? Aren't all these plants supposed to be long gone on this planet outside of Venu-Oran territories?
Expecting a bit more close.
Oh, these are all painted plastic props, not real fruit. Of course.
Why don't they just import fruit and veg?
So these fakey harvest props are just set dressing to give off authentic pre-collapse grocery store vibes. But why don't they just import real watermelons, bananas, onions, and other organic snacks from the Venuran civilization?
The same reason that they blotted your memory of our life star. We would be happy to ship our garden's fruits, but witnessing a fresh peach would punch holes in your blindfold. The Western ruler's narrative that all of planet Eden is wasteland.
Oh, and the 99% might get suspicious?
Yes. How do they say? The sheeple might start questioning the shepherd.
Yes, that's how the saying goes.
The masses cannot be allowed to eat the forbidden fruit of indigenous knowledge.
Yeah, we can't let the children of America know what rice balls are. They will lose their minds. We're just gonna call them jelly donuts instead. I think there's a difference between looting a supermarket and looting a corner shop. I agree, Botched, but I mean, like, you know, rioting is often kind of indiscriminatory in that way. That's why I'm like, I agree that it, like, I can see the people who feel it's unproductive and bad, because often it doesn't pick the right targets, and like, you know, a small mum and pop corner store gets looted instead of a huge supermarket. But I'm more just saying that it's like a natural reaction under a system this oppressive, you know?
Wouldn't the CEO kings want fresh produce for themselves, though?
Yes, the crowned and cuff-linked eat cornucopias of our Venuran dragon fruit, cantaloupe, flown in secretly by Starjet, even as they place sanctions upon our exports. Yet they deny their own people mother's present of nutritious food, leaving them only this so-called textured nematode paste.
Why not just stop the royals from getting fruit?
That is next level messed up. Why don't you just cut those royal fools off?
The fruit is flown off-world to a neutral third party in the galactic Silk Road, then shuttled to Eutropia. We do not meddle in other civilizations' internal affairs, force our relatives to choose sides.
Yeah, because they're based like that.
Shoot, you guys are so powerful though. If it was up to me, I'd just get all the rest of the galaxy to cut off Eutropia and pull the fruit out of their spoiled little mouths.
My young grandchild. You make me smile.
Alright, I think this is like a hologram. Oh, I was about to say.
Welcome to Namar.
Oh god, I hate that thing.
Oh no. Not one of these again. Hi there.
I'm Dragon. What's your name?
I'm Nostromo.
I hate how Google is turning the Google search engine into this, basically.
What? That's not even close to what I said, Draggy.
Nice to meet you, Draggy. Whoa, we have the same name. How amazing is that?
No, that's not my... Your audio processors must be clogged with ewax, Draggy. Or maybe your neural net is tangled up in some corporate malware. Ask me how I know.
What? I feel great. Hey, the chances of us having the same name are 1,337 to 1. I can tell
Leet.
them shopping spree besties.
God, I'm so old. I hate that I know what that is.
Firstly, I have an aversion to clingy fizz people, let alone retail holograms. So just, like, take a step back out of my personal bubble. And secondly, you're a shopping bot. We're not friends. We're not gonna be getting drinks and doing each other's hair and playing Pokemon Go together.
I love
Why not,
Pokemon
Dragon number
Go.
2? You don't like me. Was it something I said?
What? This is the weirdest personalized shopping experience subroutine I have ever interacted with.
Hey, I may be a little too friendly sometimes, but I'm just trying to do my job and help you have a good time at Malmart. You don't have to be mean.
Oh, good grok and gunmetal. Fine. Sorry, Draggy number 1. I can't believe I'm apologizing to a hovering
I'm picturing
blue
Bonsai
cartoon.
Buddy. Oh yeah,
It's
this
okay.
this reminds me a lot of Bonsai
Let me
Buddy.
help you shop now. We've got a mega blowout. Buy 3 for the price of 6 sale today.
3 for the price of 6? That's like the opposite of a sale.
You'll be happy to know this discount applies to nail polish, makeup, and butt plugs.
Great delivery of that
What?
line.
Why are you telling me that?
And butt
This
plugs.
spectacular deal information is based on your shopping and internet search history.
Right. Anyway.
Plus, there's a 99% off sale on all.
You okay there, Draggy?
Hi, my Draggy is named value customer. I'll for cleanup insert dispute.
Oh no, he's dying!
Draggy? Uh-oh. Draggy was vanquished by the evil blue screen of death. Rest in pixels, little buddy.
Well, R.I.P. Draggy. He just fucking died. Energy drink? Game Fuel, the official drink of esports champions. Whether crushing the Venusian Red Army in Captain Eutropia Online, or balling in a stolen star ride full of hot chicks and cash in Grand Theft Astro, make sure it's Game Fuel powering you. I like Dude Brew. Is that an aquarium?
Is that filled with blue liquid? If that's pure water, it's gotta be worth like 10,000 Zuckbucks.
Man, I hate how when I was like a kid, Bonsai Buddy seemed so fucking cool. It was like the coolest thing ever. And now I'm an adult, and we basically have Bonsai Buddy, but a million times more powerful, and it's called Grok, and I hate it more than anything in the world. And I'm worried it's gonna result in the eventual death of the human race. Like, I hate that. There's a two-headed serpentine creature within, not moving. Maybe it's sleeping or dead.
Hey, Carlatu, do you know anything about that green, scaly, spirally thing in there?
Yes, dear one. This creature is a Vimothos. In our mythology, they were great guardians of creation, the protectors of water, Vi, from which all life sprang forth. It pains my hearts to see this grand serpent that once danced in the plentiful fresh waters of Eden, now caged in a box, stunted to a mere fraction of its true potential, its native lakes and rivers sterilized by black toxin.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Also, hold on. I need to take a quick piss. I'll be back. Alright, what do you mean by its full potential?
Full potential? What do you mean?
In our chants, the primordial Mothos formed in the first night, in the cold currents that swept infinity before stars, before light kissed any planet's face. The great serpent was larger than a world. Each eye was a burning volcanic moon, its tail like a great white comet, filling an entire night sky.
That's cool.
When the Mothos roared, the universe itself
That's like the
shook.
rainbow serpent from
The Mothos,
indigenous
whose name was
Australian
cradled
mythology.
Mother World in his hands as he wept with joy for what he was creating with his love. Where Yinlan's tears landed, he watered the earth, and Mother Yidin gave birth to all things, our elder plants, our elder animals, fish of the sea, birds of the air, all of us who crawl and walk and slither and leap for the stars from whence we came. Yinlan and his children, such as this one, have defended those first fresh waters for billions of years and protected all life.
Wait, I think I've heard of this thing, but Eutropians call it the Lucif, and it was some evil, terrible race of dragons that had to be slain when the Medes first settled on Yidden.
Lucif, the false name given by the Broken Ones. The Mothos merely defended the water of life from the Eutropians who would destroy it all for money. You witness the lifeless waste your creators have made of their garden. Do you still believe this serpent was an evil terror?
Good point.
Very interesting. Alright, what else is there to look at? Juicy rubies, sweet red, apple-flavored jewels. Juicy rubies, you'll love it so much, you might even marry it. What else is there to look at? I don't know, let's investigate the candy shelf, I guess. Okay, nice, we got juicy rubies candy. What about the aquarium? Can I do anything with this?
The cover of this water holder won't open. Seems to be locked.
Oh, maybe the thing we need to find is like the serpent in some other form. You know? Like the serpent will turn into the stone. Green fruit added to inventory? Okay. As enticing as it might be, drinking away my sorrows is not an option, even if it was robo-booze and not human beer.
Well, don't fret there. Sharky Boy Grifton, me and your bud Cool Cat will be your Bozy Bonzy Bonzer buddy. Don't worry about the bullies. And let me take you to your favorite AOL keyword search.
Said this Eutropian beer tastes like water.
It's so great. I have AI Daddy Derek now. Oh, shit!
It's hollow. There isn't any of that bubbly organolubricant.
It seems the Eutropians have indeed run dry.
The world without beer? I think I'd kill myself. Fascinating. Freedom Draft Beer, the drink of choice for courageous men and women serving in the Eutropian military that defends us from all threats, cosmic, interstellar, and domestic.
Freedom Draft will donate 1% of every case sold to support our brave Galactic Coalition Starship troops as they bring progress, democracy, and civilization to hundreds of planets crushed by socialist dictatorship across the Milky Way.
Do the star-spangled Roman citizens believe consuming mind-altering potions will bring Liberation to the
Look, it's very
galaxy?
complicated. By getting
It's
drunk,
pretty
I'm
sad,
basically defending
but many
democracy.
aren't that brainwashed. Utopians are really good at this rebranding propaganda stuff.
Sure. My favorite example of that from the War on Terror is still that really weird Katy Perry music video, which is just an ad to enlist in the Marines. In it, Katy Perry sings a song about, like, getting broken up with by her mean boyfriend, and so she gets back at him by signing up for the U.S. military. That really teaches him a lesson somehow. It's super weird. Is the balkanization of the U.S. the best thing for the world? I don't know about that. Like, I think the best thing for the world will be China replacing the U.S. as the global hegemonic superpower. Honestly, I mean, not that China doesn't have its share of crimes and flaws, as does any other country, but, like, at this point, they seem in many ways like they're probably going to end up being a better global steward than America has been for a very long time. I don't know necessarily if balkanization is in the, like, interests of the rest of the world. Like, I'm sure if the US balkanizes the state of, like, Texafornia or whatever, like, will be fine. There'll be some, like, doesn't California account for almost a quarter of the entire country's economic output? Like, I'm sure some of the states will be able to survive fine as independent countries. But there's going to be a lot of failed states. You know, there's going to be a bunch of places where the government just collapses or they get reabsorbed into some other state or something. I could really see that happening, but, like, I don't know necessarily that's in the best interests of the world. It's going to cause a lot of human suffering. And even though you could argue Americans deserve it on some level, the goal is for there to be less human suffering, not more. It's like the 5th largest economic center in the... Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure whatever fucking new country California tries to make when that happens will do fine. But there's definitely a lot of states in America that, like, gonna probably stop existing. Gonna be a lot of refugees. You know? Alright, is there anything else to look at over here? Alright, well, let's interact with this guy, because I've been wanting to do that. But I wanted to make sure there was no other background stuff that might be good. Let's talk to this guy first.
This youngling has sunken deep within the astral ocean. I sense their soul lingers, however faintly.
Concussion? Maybe they took a mean beating from the 5-0?
Hold on, can I use her powers here? Does she not have the God's Eye power right now? I guess not. I don't see it in my inventory. Okay, there we go.
Son of a Pittsburgh, my head is killing me.
Your mind shell was rattled like an anvil hammered by the blacksmith.
What?
You were concussed with severe brain trauma. What happened here?
All the real money's gone. Cleaned out. Nothing left.
You wanted money?
You wished to acquire money?
Sure. This store is fake. The fruit's made of plastic. Frozen goods ain't even cold. Pasta, breakfast cereal. It's all paper printouts taped over empty shelves. There's no there. Those Zuck bucks, paper money, are worthless too. It'd take a wheelbarrow full to buy a loaf of bread after the mega inflation. But I was hoping there'd be some shiny silver coins that you can still use to pay for tourniquets or scoreprat stew at the barter tents.
What happened?
What happened here before you were so unceremoniously concussed?
All the workers went on strike, quit. Not sure exactly. Walmart had no one to watch the store, so everyone was just grabbing what they needed. Then out of nowhere, a bunch of those new killer auto cop things showed up, started beating the crap out of people, shooting some. Last thing I saw was the butt of a gun before it all went dark.
We better watch our six for those.
I guess they're all gone now, but who knows when they'll be back. They could be back any second. I better get out of here. Whoa. On second thought, I think I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. The room still feels like it's spinning.
Good call, because I have more questions to
As
ask.
you wish, young one.
You know how to open the aquarium?
Do you know a way to open the aquarium?
Other than smashing it, well, the manager's keys might still be down under that first register, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I had a friend who used to work here, when folks were still working here.
Under the first register? Thanks a lot.
Okay, is there anything in this store that's not fake?
Is anything in here not fake?
I think some candy near the checkout is real. Not much else.
Okay, well, I got that. Thank you, buddy. Okay, what about her?
This one's last breath has been drawn. It saddens me that there is no inch of Mother Yeden's skin in which to return this child. All of this Rome is a concrete hand over her face. No soil for the energy of this flesh to be given back. No funerals for their web to celebrate and to weep.
When people die here, they're turned into products. What's a funeral?
Oh, my grandchild, I am so sorry for what our descendants have done to you all.
Sad. Alright, let's see if we can find the key.
Hey, there's a lanyard with several ancient-looking keys here. One of them is labeled Serpent Tank. That's gotta be the one we need.
Alright, nice. Aquarium key was added to inventory. Okay, so we have... Right. Okay, is there anything else that I can look at here? No, doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do.
This youngling has sunken deep within the astral ocean.
Whoops.
I sense their soul lingers, however faintly.
Okay, I think that was something that was supposed to have triggered before he
Concussion?
got up.
Maybe they took a mean beating from the 5-0?
I guess that didn't trigger because I forgot to inspect him before I just used her power on him. Trash? Alright, well, let's see if we can open the tank. There we go.
Kai, do you know how this prehistoric doohickey opens? Most locks nowadays are computerized.
Press the toothed edge of the clavis into the mouth of the guardian. Swivel the head until the seal of the guardian is broken. Traditionally, the guardian was rectilinear steel with a rainbow protrusion from its crest.
Right. Never seen a rainbow, but I'm guessing the mouth is the opening on this metal block with an upside down U on top of it. Okay, great! The tank's open. Now we just have to figure out how to get the torch out of that serpent.
Without killing them.
Of course. Not a scale will be harmed on its head.
I would never. Whoa, looks like the water wyvern was just napping. Now it's swimming all over the place. Alright, you want a fake apple? This plastic imitation is fake, not red, but at least it's round and vaguely fruit-like. Maybe the serpent will like it. Worth a shot anyway. No, I didn't like that.
I guess that's not quite what it wants. What is this apple supposed to be like again?
A round, sweet, red fruit.
I thought so, that we used the ring, but I wanted to at least see if that did anything. Alright. This jewel candy is red and sweet, not quite round though. Maybe the serpent will like it. Worth a shot. Oh, I guess it's not round.
I guess that's not quite what it wants. What is this apple supposed to be like again?
A round, sweet, red fruit.
Can I combine it with the apple? If I rub this red sticky sweetness all over this green plastic ball, that would be a round red sweet thing, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. Let's try this. This is a round red sweet thing, even if it's not technically an apple. Maybe the serpent will be yeah, let's give it a shot.
Hey, it looks like the serpent is happy with this.
Okay, nice.
Looks like he's licking it or something.
Indeed, the Vimothos recognizes the sphere as an Aklan. The Great One is pleased. Well done, grandchild.
Hey, look, the other snakehead is coughing something up.
Fuck yeah.
The magic floaty rock. There it is.
Was that a fucking Windows startup sound?
From the belly of God.
Was that like PlayStation or something?
The ancient defender is reminded of his garden that he cherished with first woman. He has deemed you worthy, young one.
Well, thanks a lot, dragon friend.
Draggy may have died, but at least we
got
made
what we
friends
came
with
for.
an
I
actual
think it's time for our
dragon.
curtain
That's
call,
cool.
Yes, our hallowed task here is completed. Let us depart.
Uh-oh.
What the? That retro phone appears to be ringing. Who is this?
This is Admiral Olympus.
Oh, fuck.
Wait. You were the Eutropian military commander during that Euphoria proxy war.
Exactamundo, soldier. And you, Nostromo, oh prodigal son, have been a major pain in the rear. We're all real disappointed. Now do your country proud and hand over that magical thingamajig you got there. Or else...
Or else what? Asshole.
Allow me to demonstrate on some of these here insubordinate thugs.
Oh, fuck. Is that Carl? Or just an NPC that looks like him? No!
Oh, Proto, have
Not
mercy.
Carl Carbon!
Yeehaw, that's what I'm talking about. Get some.
I really hope that's not
Limp-wristed
him, just a
Bisburg
guy who
Zuckerbucks,
looks like him.
They like unleashing them auto cops, nothing but broken calculators with guns.
I guess he's never robot armed,
But
did
I
he?
say, never send a mindless machine
Just looks similar.
to do a man's job. How in tarnation is a dead-eyed Roomba with a rifle supposed to enjoy the killing, huh? We didn't send no tin cans into Vietnam. Oh, Stromboni, I tell you, son, this brings back memories of the third Dresden firebomb in 2034.
Stromboni.
Oh, there's no apocalypse now, like when we launched World War IV, brought the great flood of fire to Earth, raptured that sumbitch. Reaping the end times is like losing your virginity. You never forget your first time. Now, come on, surrender and join us. Join the winning side, and I promise we won't blow you to smithereens.
There's no way I'd ever even think about joining you.
I'm
I
woke
did a march
now!
for you once, but I'm through with killing for you psychopaths.
Oh, conscientious objection ain't out for you, son. Semper Fidelis. You already done your fair share of bombing, shooting, adding notches to your belt. Your little pinko shore leave squeeze might have scrambled your eggs up, but we remember for you just fine. You've got a glorious record, boy. Real nice frag count. Want me to play back some of Nostromo's greatest hits? How about the time you turned a school library into a graveyard?
Oh, God.
Oh, Sindarian invasion. Now that is a good one. You went on a killing spree in New Fallujah, popping 15-year-old kids in the back of the skull for the sheer joy of it.
Oh, my God.
Man, look at this grin on your face. I didn't know metal mugs could do that. Bet your Cindy girlfriend won't be too happy about this.
No, stop. That wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm not a bad person.
I hate to break it to you, son, but you ain't no saint. You've been shrugging it off, been in denial a long time, but deep down, you're a natural born, well, a natural built killer. Made in my image, kid. That's right, I was there when they mixed up your batter. All the best parts of me, I passed on to you.
No, you're lying. I'm just a regular factory model soldier.
Nostromo. You know, that's Italian. Means our man. That's who you really
Okay.
are. Our man on the
Interesting.
inside. And now it's time for you to finish the job.
He's your dad?
And
Well,
come on home.
creator?
No, that's not me. I'm different now. I help rescue non-human lives matter activists. I joined the Red Star Leftist Coalition. I defected to the Venurons, fought my way past your Eutropian military and infiltrated your base to turn the tide of the war.
Oh, that was you glitching out my warships? Well, I'll be damned. I'd even say proud if it weren't so damn frustrating when my armada nosedived and that destructor poofed into confetti. Them commie Vietnalians certainly did a number on you with that brainwashing. But still, no amount of good deeds, Hail Marys, and biting the hand that fed you can make up for your sins. You're covered head to toe in blood. Like I said, you're my boy.
I am not your boy or your man. In fact, I'm not a man at all, but a queer, non-binary person. I am Captain Manhole, figure of the anti-capitalist resistance and lead singer of the Metal Snakes.
Hell yeah.
I am a liberation fighter for the Planetary Communist Coalition and top-notch stripper. I'm a member of the Galactic Silk Road, and I like doing my makeup. And I will fight you pieces of garbage that created me till the day I die. Go blue screen or all my parts fall to bit rot and rust. I will never join you.
Nice speech, son. You got balls. I'll give you that. But what in tarnation did you just say? You done turned into a gay commie rock musician?
You're damn right I am.
Well, shit, if it ain't the 60s all over again. Well, it's a shame and a waste, but I've been itching for some action.
Hey, man, that sounds
and you owe
cool
me
as
for
hell.
raining on my war parade in Ugoria. All right, men, get 'em.
Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah.
Careful!
All right.
The tin can's got a pulsar rifle.
We're in deep now. We better think of something quick. Oh, shit. Well, this just took a turn. Okay. I mean, I figured there was supposed to be something going, because we did establish that, like, Nostro was the first. He was, like, of his line of robots, he was the very first one they created. So I assumed he was different in some way. I didn't realize he was literally built by General Olympus. That does change things. Very interesting. Can I grab this soda? Soda added to inventory. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I was hoping that offering them a Pepsi might calm them down, like in that Kylie Jenner ad. Or whoever the fuck did it. One of those Kardashian creatures. Back door. We might need to bail out the back door. Can we freeze them in time? Young one, I foresee that I will not be able to stall our broken aggressors for sufficient pendulum swings to complete our escape. Perhaps you can concoct a more significant neutralizer. I'm sorry, young relative, but untethering the unhealed ones from gravity's well will not negate the inertia of their steel. Okay, they'll still just shoot us. We'll still be shot. Okay, can I use my robo arm to, like, throw something? What happens if I shoot at them again? I doubt I can take them all out with my arm cannon. We need something bigger, with more oomph, maybe. Check out one. So can I interact with that? Can't do that. Can I talk to them? They didn't seem to want to talk. What do we do here? Can we just escape out the back door? No. Okay. I must have to use something we have. Said you gotta make something? Oh yeah, I guess we need to combine something. What do we have though? Oh wait, maybe we put the candy ring inside the soda bottle. Nope, I was wrong about that. Okay, hold on. Is there anything, what about the apple then, I guess? No, there must be something else that I can add to the soda, because we picked up the soda. Let me look and see if there's anything else I can pick up. It's trash, but I definitely can't grab that. No. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. I needed to interact with the candy shelf again. Boomhead candy. Okay, I see how we go. If I combine this bubbly drink with the Boomhead candy, it should make a bomb, according to the rapper. Just like in that episode of The Simpsons. See you in hell, candy boys!
I got a present for you.
Instantly killed.
Well, that soda candy bomb really blew him away. The wall even collapsed in, which should buy us some time.
The broken ones have a legion of centurions who scratch and claw at the rubble and will soon penetrate this tomb.
Okay, we gotta find an alternate way out of here quick.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Kai, how about the back door? Could we escape through an emergency exit or something?
I sense that the unhealed ones are already attempting to enter from that direction. It is ill-advised.
Well, fuck. Crankshafts, how the hell are we supposed to get out of here? Shit. Is there anything more over here that I missed? I guess not. Maybe I use the checkout monitor now. Not gonna help us much even if we log in. Can she use her powers on the rubble maybe? Can you go into that Oh, actually, yeah, maybe that's an idea. You're right. So hold on, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go turn some lights on in my apartment. It's getting quite dark. I'll be back. Grabbed a mouthful of food in the kitchen because I've been live for 4 hours, so I'm starting to get hungry as fuck. Is there a beer fridge? I don't see. Like I don't see anywhere here that I can enter into. There's just a bunch of beer on this side. I was gonna say maybe we could hide inside it or something, but that doesn't seem to be the answer either. Oh wait, ceiling.
Hi. Didn't you say there are giant holes in the roof?
Yes, there are great chasms above us.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Just playing it by ear here, but do you think we could escape that way?
The gaps are certainly large enough.
Fair enough. Okay, I think I know what to do. Kailu's anti-gravity might be able to help us get up there, but there's no hole in it at the moment. Okay, we gotta blast it. I should be able to raise the roof if I blast it with my plasma blunderbuss.
Kai, where should I bust a hole in the ceiling?
I would recommend cutting the membrane here. There is a fissure suggesting weakened bones above this tile.
Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, now we just gotta figure out how to get up there.
Okay, now we gotta use the anti-grav.
Relative, I shall negate gravity so that you can ascend through the makeshift gateway.
Okay, once I'm up there, I should be able to pull you up after. They're breaking through the rubble. We better make it quick.
Can't you use your powers to levitate both of us? Or I guess maybe she can't use them on herself at the same time. Alright, we made it out. It's so funny we were talking about Egypt before.
We're losing control of the Bison 426 Metropole. The rioting has inflamed to a scale our security forces are unable to contain.
It's that blasted metal defect son of mine. He was supposed to be our ace in the hole. What a damn disappointment.
What does he mean by son?
It's more than that, Admiral. The Prime Prototype is working with the Elder Race and a coalition of these new civil rights folks. Anarcho-terrorists.
Wait, the Prime
and communist
Prototype?
radicals.
Am I Jesus?
You see, Warren? I told you we should have wiped out
Jesus?
these degenerate leftoids when we had the chance. Guns blazing like Korea, like Dresden 2.0. Mowing them down like mowing grass. The good old-fashioned way.
Yes, Walker. But then we'd have been mask off 30 years ahead of schedule and would have had to liquidate this world before full harvest. That's why we liberals take the lead, old friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you and your pussy-ass smiling.
Bow
and waving
down
and
to the might
hugging.
of the neoliberal mindset.
And what about that green-haired punk?
I had our forces on top of her, but the little strumpet slipped through my grasp. I'm sorry, Daddy.
It's okay, Snookums. We'll get her sooner or later.
It's just not fair. We're supposed to win.
And we will win, sweetheart. We will. Here, have a few billion and go buy some luxury spacecraft. That always cheers you up.
Normal
Kids,
billionaire
what are you gonna
response.
do, huh?
Perhaps the uprisings will simply blow over. Maybe we should give it a week or so.
Oh.
Double the food stamps, energy stamps, and universal basic income.
I suppose we could take the hoi polloi off the chessboard by absorbing them further into our virtual world.
Wait, she's secretly
Perhaps
evil?
Free subscriptions to Omniverse VR are in order.
Yes! I need another billion
Or is this
views
like a
on my Flickmix
flashback?
reboot of the Throne Games
No,
TV
it can't be.
series.
We have wiped out several million in deadweight population with hyper-addictive AAA games and escapist fantasy worlds using Project Soylent Doomer. Dehydrated Call of Colonialism players, ground up into red gruel and fed intravenously to fellow coffin-encapsulated neighbors is working marvelously to thin the herds while suppressing political action. That, our militarized police, and our biolab-engineered Black Death.
Oh, cool. The Black Death
And
is
yet
back,
look at the
too.
millions in the streets. There are still too many of these
I love the
commoners
future.
begging for handouts. It's time for scorched earth, I say.
Are we sure that's the best idea? I mean, what will the rest of the galaxy think?
We control consensus reality, even before we had puppet strings literally in their skulls.
Well, perhaps this time we could simply leave the terrestrials in peace? Let them sort things out for themselves?
Do we really have to rehash this discussion again, Volterra? Believe me, it hurts me as much as you to clean house and rid ourselves of the groundlings, but it's a necessary evil. I mean, really, Terra. Sometimes I wonder whose side you're on.
Daddy, I just remembered. I've got a Grammy Award ceremony next week at the Biden Amphitheater. Maybe we don't have to liquidate just yet.
And we can't get rid of the Biden Amphitheater.
No, I'm sorry, darling. I hate to admit it, but the Admiral has a point. We've kept the plebeians at bay with the bread and circuses this far, but any further stimulus will cut too deeply into this planet's profit margins. The natives are restless. Half aren't even showing up for work, and any further freebies will only encourage their insolence. If you give them an inch, they'll take a parsec. C'est la vie.
We've fracked 80% of the maltrolium in our turf of this here mud ball already. I say we cash out of this uppity casino while we're still ahead, before the engines get off the reservation, know what I mean?
Thanks for the racism,
The Category 7
General
hurricanes,
Batman.
Pyronados are wiping out our resort arcologies left and right. Water pours out radioactive and brown, and most of the biosphere has gone extinct. We've milked this terrestrial cow for all it's worth.
The Elder race have regreened 70% of previously smoke-filled desertified regions. Perhaps we could learn.
Those dusty old Venus bugs have nothing to teach us Eutropians. We are the pinnacle of the greatest civilization this galaxy has ever seen.
If so-called ancient superintelligence was so smart, they would have conquered this planet and properly developed it like we, the captains of industry, have. The truth is, they are a musty old relic that we should have shot, stuffed,
Yeah, if they're so
and added to
smart,
our
how come
museum
they didn't have
collection
money?
long ago. Resources simply have to be used for the greater good of civilization. If we can't save this planet, no one can. The time for Ragnarok Protocol is now. The first drizzle of our autocops have hit the streets. Now is the time for the flood. And let's be sure to blame the Azeoids for the malfunctioning, trigger-happy police bots. Just rerun the old Russian hacking story in our hypermedia.
Oh, let's see how they like an antimatter bomb or 10 while we're evacuating.
Uh-oh.
You are in violation. Your corporeal existence charge remains unpaid.
What are you talking about? We've paid our existence rents.
Costs have increased to 1 million Zuck coin per day.
That's
What?
outrageous. No one has that kind of money. This must be an error.
Illegal existence on planet Bizon is punishable by violent bodily fluid. Recycling.
Oh shit! Everyone run!
No!
Criminals.
The Black Lives Matter protesters! Oh god, they've got the fucking mecha spider too. Well, I mean, I guess they're about to nuke the fuck out of the planet. Ugh.
Oh, Proto J. Christ. What is happening? The machine militaries are just exterminating the masses.
The screams.
Yeah, just another day in America.
The cosmic web. I can feel the voices of my grandchildren smothered in their cradle. The broken ones stain this manifold again.
I mean, whatever this world is
So
called.
many times
The
before.
world is, well, I think they call it Eutropa. The city's New Liberon.
We're too late, aren't we?
Perhaps. The paths from our locus are shrouded in smoke. Little sand remains in the hourglass, if any. We should return to the defector at once.
Liv!
Stormy! Kai! You're still in one piece.
Unfortunately, the rest of Eutropia isn't doing as well. It really looks like the end of the world out there. And in here.
Yeah, it's going to Hellion in a handbasket. All coming apart at the seams.
Did you at least collect your
Oh no, the
Terrarion?
streamer guy's dead!
Yeah, I got my dark crystal right here. How did you and Kailatu fare?
No!
We were nearly unwoven by firecracker sticks. But we have acquired a Terralon.
Terralon,
thanks
that's what
to
they're
our
called.
steel relative.
Hey, I just painted plastic earth fruit with a ring pop and dropped a yellow ball in some bubbly water. I couldn't have done it without you, Kai.
Some brave Red Star members did manage to wrest one of the ancient artifacts from within a Eutropian police station. We lost several comrades in a bloody firefight, sadly.
We were almost shot to pieces ourselves.
So we have 3 of the stones. One is already installed into that throne. Do we have any idea where the final 3 are?
The song of the Octonians is an inaudible whisper. My detector is unfortunately outside the range of the remaining stones. But perhaps our anointed relative has some insight on this matter.
I do.
You do? You know where the last Uber rocks are? Well, spit it out.
They're in the possession of the rulers of the Galactic West, the Neofeudal Council.
God damn it.
Stored within a floating palace in geosynchronous orbit around this planet.
What?
Ooh, so like a
You're telling me
neuromancer.
that your royal family members already have half the stones?
We gotta infiltrate
Yes,
the orbital
sorry I didn't
palace.
inform you sooner, comrades.
Well, Tara, why would you keep this from us? Are you saying we've been scampering about this collapsing crapscape, risking our lives for nothing?
Nostromo's right. We all almost died, and many did die for this assignment. Are you saying you just ordered a bunch of suicide squads on dead-end missions for shits and giggles?
No! Your valiant efforts are all deeply appreciated and necessary, brothers and sisters in arms.
Sisters in arms? Why weren't you yourself out there getting shot, chased around by flesh Gestapo and armies of kill machines? You just had your underlings running around for you, Queenie?
I can explain all of this, really, I can.
Yeah? You better spell it out quick.
Look, I was attending a summit with the Neofeudal Council.
You mean meeting with the psychopaths destroying this world and trying to wipe us out?
I thought you said you burned your bridges with the Eutro plutocracy. You told us you called in your last favor.
Yes, look, I've gotten back in their good graces by feeding them false information about the groundling assets. I mean the proletariat's resistant movements.
Groundling assets.
They believe me to be an
Whoops.
Imperian informant spying on terrestrial
Code switched there by accident.
Again, Volterra, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're not convinced you're not a double agent working against us, lowly surface slugs, or whatever insults your family denigrates us with.
I know how this all must seem. It looks exceptionally suspicious, I know. Very bad look.
Yeah, what the
A
fuck?
bad look? Girl, it is bad. Or should I say, your highness, it doth looketh horrid.
You're right. You're right. I suppose I cannot expect you to trust me now, but know that I did attempt to throw them off your scent by directing them towards the McSwifts on Buffet Avenue during your searches at the Omni Shop and Malmart, respectively.
Yet the Eutropians blitzed us during our search.
Yet, Admiral Olympus and his goons stormed through the door and started popping heads off within minutes of our arrival. How did those Eutropian rulers know we'd be there, huh?
What? I honestly don't know. I tried my best.
Yes, and that spoiled psycho bitch, Princess Karen, had her forces waiting for me right outside the door just as I finished my Omni shopping trip. Your so-called best almost got us killed.
I'm so sorry. Really. I also urged the Shadow Government to delay the initiation of the Ragnarok Protocol. Truly, I lobbied the Council with all my might in an attempt to push back the annihilation of Utopia 426 and the expansion to Utopia 427. Please understand.
Did you guys see the news story of a billionaire's son killing his dad to inherit his money and control of his company? I did not. No. What are we talking about here with that, though? Are you talking about, like, a 50-year-old killing an 80-year-old man to inherit his company? Or do you mean, like, an 18-year-old dumbass murdered his own father because he was like, yeah, now I can be the big money boss? It's a 10-year-old. Very funny. But no, I did not see that. What was the actual age? Alright, we did that exchange.
Okay, let's say we believe you're not just a neo-feudal infiltrator, Volterra, trying to screw us groundling assets over and nerf the uprising. What's the next step?
Our only hope now is to gather all the artifacts and insert them into the throne, unlocking the ultimate technology, the Garden of Forking Paths.
That's what the Neofeudals want! I feel like we're still being played! I know the Garden of... I remember that from the first game. I talked about it earlier.
The Garden of what?
It is fabled to give the inhabitant the ability to shape reality in their image. It was invented by Earth's greatest scientist, Dr. Noah Goetzel, centuries ago, before Homo sapiens' homeworld was ashed.
Is this the story the Caesars circulate through their Palatine Hill? Interesting.
So you're saying the throne of the Deus Ex Machina we discovered out in that wasteland was some sort of galaxy domination machine?
If it is unlocked with the insertion of all 7 of these mystic artifacts, it could potentially undo all of the destruction, suffering, the cities and forests on fire, all the millions of lives lost, the nature despoiled. Utopia 426 could be remade again, don't you see?
Literally a Deus Ex Machina, a miraculous, vanishingly unlikely solution to a seemingly unsolvable problem. You're telling us we can just wish away the apocalypse into a happily ever after?
It is not ideal. But as you can see, all other hope would appear to be lost within Utopia. The Celestial Highborn have loosed their homicidal dogs of war. While Red Star, NHLM, and our collective resistance have fought bravely, it is now a war of attrition, a cruel calculus of logistics, and we are in a losing battle. The Utopian rulers are locking down the troposphere with anti-aircraft defenses to prevent the escape of any lowborn commoner of less than a lord/landlord/executive.
Ah, yes, the landlord
I hate to
class.
say it, but perhaps
We must
Volterra's
save them.
right. Maybe this is the only way, Lith. I mean, take a look outside.
It was a 30-year-old dumbass killing his 70-something-year-old dad. What an idiot! He's 70-something. How much longer is he possibly gonna live? You could have just hung out and chilled and smoked weed or something for, I don't know, another 7 to 9 years, and your dad probably would have just fucking died of natural causes. What an idiot. It's like, hey man, just let time be your hitman. Honestly, pretty sick. If we're going to turn into a neo-feudal society, the elite should start murking each other, medieval stuff. I mean, we're kind of heading in that direction. The more and more the ruling class argues that, like, the value of human life is essentially zero, the more violent things are going to become. You know. That's why when the Luigi Mangione thing happened, and then the Charlie Kirk assassination is what really confirmed it to me, that it's like, we're living in the era of the political assassination. That's a thing now. It's part of the zeitgeist, you know? Like, because if life has no value, then why wouldn't people just try and kill the people who've made the world that way? You know? Even the way he killed his dad was super medieval. He pushed him off a cliff while they were in the Spanish countryside. That's fucked up. But yeah, very, very weirdly medieval, certainly.
What is your plan exactly, Volterra?
I am the only one among us of noble neo-feudal title, and as such, the only one allowed to fly outside the atmosphere without being shot down by homing missile or ion cannon. Thus, you should give me all of the crystals you've collected, and I will ascend to the Vulcan Palace in orbit.
Fuck
steal
you!
the final 3 stones from the Golden
No,
Vault myself.
you bitch! I'm not giving you
Then I shall return to the throne, unlock the Garden of Forking Paths,
You'll just
and end this
betray
carnage
us!
once and for all.
We
you
are in
whore.
terrible straits.
I'm
doubt.
not
But
doing
I still
that.
think this wish upon a star for a Disney ending
Just
BS
go get
all
us
sounds
there
too good
then
to
and
be
bring them back here.
Liv, what are our alternatives?
I don't buy this for... Why do we have to give her the other crystals? I don't buy this for a second. She's just gonna sell us the fuck out. Okay, yeah, Kai, is she telling the truth?
Kai, is Volterra telling us the truth? Will this so-called Garden of Forking Paths really be able to hit the reset button on reality?
The Romanoid defector has not lied about the monolith's relative.
Okay, so we're supposed to just trust that Volterra is not going to activate this manifesting machine and, like, command the Venurans out of existence, then give your fellow power-hungry monsters total domination of everything?
This is a last resort, comrades. If there were any other way, I would
Why doesn't she just
choose
get
it.
the other 3? That's what I'm saying, Teo! I'm like, no! You're clearly trying to scam me. Because otherwise you just go get the other 3 and then meet us at the throne and we'll go from there. Whatever. Like, obviously we have to do this to progress. I'm just not happy about it. I don't trust her.
Fine. But I want to go on record saying I don't like this plan one bit. I've got a bad, weird sense of deja vu. Like we're repeating some tragic history.
Oh no, has this already happened before? Are we in a
Thank
time
you,
loop or
comrades.
something?
I should make
Oh,
haste to the Fulcrum at once. I shall take my Rolls Royce air carriage to the Exo Palace while you...
Volterra?
What?
Are you alright?
Is she fucking dying?
Volterra! What's happening? Her body's changing color.
Is that even
I
her,
don't know.
or is that a shapeshifter?
The defector is being deconstituted.
What?
A nation of unseen mouths consumes her helices, cuts the lattices of her cells.
The sound effect was very funny.
A nanite swarm attack of some kind?
It was very dramatic.
Yes. The sap in her bones fades rapidly.
Damn. I guess she was really being sincere. I'm sorry, Volterra.
Is there anything we can do?
Whoops.
There's no cure for a nano attack, unfortunately. It looks like she's done for.
Must have been a fail-safe the
There may be a
Neofeudals
way,
have built into
but
them.
I must take her vessel now.
Kai, where are you going?
I'm sorry, grandchildren, but I cannot say. I shall return to you upon the arrival of the prophesized one.
What does that mean?
Prophesized one? Kai, what are you even talking about?
You must have faith in me, young ones, and faith in yourselves. I'm sorry that this timeline has come to this, truly.
Wait, does she know we've been doing this more than once?
What do we do?
How many times have we done
We
this?
need your guidance and wisdom.
The stones along the path only burn hotter, the storms darker, the forks in the trail ever more onerous. But you will walk now on your own, Steel One. And you as well, Liv.
Are they just abandoning
what
us?
What do we do now? Do we know anything about our comrade's status?
Red Star is scattered to the ash-filled wind. NHLM is just trying to survive the homicide bots. Water and power are winking out. It's looking pretty iffy.
Game over, man. I guess we just sit and wait for the end?
I didn't say that. Look, I'm trying to hold myself together with duct tape and spit. I don't need you doing.
Yeah, where did
out on me
the
too
religious
right now,
guy
okay?
go?
Oh, sorry, Liv.
I thought he was gonna come with
You're
one
right.
of us, and then he just
At least we
disappeared.
still have each other.
Oh no!
Oh, my head is killing me.
Nostromo!
What was that?
Who is that?
Who is... who?
He had a robo wife and child! Oh my god.
Who are they? Who is this? Why am I in this picture?
It must just be some old mangled files, just recycle bin remnants from your Galaxy Brain S5 malware. Nothing to worry about. Here, let me jack into your Cybrain and I'll fix it for you.
Wait. Ah! Oh, crankshafts. No, I remember now.
What do you remember?
I had a wife. A synthetic. Like me.
You had a what? I think you must have hit your glowy cyan brain case harder than you realized when you blew that soda boomhead's IED.
No, I've got distinct memories. I remember her blowing cobwebs out of my spinal chain link with compressed air. I remember Inception Day parties for our 3-year-old with printed circuit cake and confetti, and I dressed up like a teenage mutant ninja clown just for them. I can see her clear as day, painting her nails, banning trolls from my live streams as I performed a glam metal cover of War Pawns whilst helping our cyberling with math homework.
You had android kids? No way. This so-called wife of yours has to be some phantom memory transplanted into your hippocampoid region during this global snafu. Now please, come here and let me help you screw your head on straight.
Liv, she had a name. Priscilla. I used to call her Scylla, or sometimes Prissy.
Why does she want to
which
hide this from
she
him,
hated.
though?
Okay, look, Stormy, I can explain all of this. It's the Neofeudals, okay? They must have implanted false memories into your head at some point. I've blocked the Wi-Fi, cellular, Zapcast, even radio signals that our enemies might use to tune into your galaxy brain. But those conniving Bizbird Zuckerbucks must have figured out a way to pry your head open and slip this imagined past in.
Back at the Walmart, I did have a run-in with Admiral Olympus.
Is this real?
Over the store's retro
Or are these just
landline
fake
phone.
memories?
During the call, I did suddenly come down with a splitting headache and started phasing in and out of reality again.
Oh, that must have been it. Those sneaky Eutropians must have figured out a way to break past my ice walls through your auditory nerves, probably whistling a precise sequence of tones and hisses, a backdoor left intentionally by your makers at Omni.
But Liv, it all feels so real. It's like she's still here. I can still see her crooked smile, feel her plastic velvet touch. I can see my whole life with her.
Oh, I know it feels real as day, but resist it. This is their modus operandi, Nostromo. Divide and conquer. They're trying to drive a wedge between us with these artificial memories, sowing mistrust to break our solidarity. They've done this to countless changemakers, and I've lost many a comrade on this planet. And even in Cinderia, they made sister turn against brother to fracture our unity, to weaken us for easier crushing during their invasion. Don't fall for their dirty tricks.
My wife, she had a serial number too, Liv. BRIZ10816. And apparently, she also has an address.
Wait, Nostromo, don't do it. Stop. You don't know what you're doing.
9381 Kennedy Avenue. She still lives there, according to Eutropia's records.
I missed the
Stormy,
unavowed
disconnect
stream.
right now. Please, just let me help you.
But Court the VOD, I was disappointed that I couldn't tell you to
There
pick
are pictures
Eli.
of her in an apron, in a kitchen, arranging fridge magnets from this past month on her FriendSpace account. Her selfies match the Priscilla in my memories.
I don't know, still
down to
recommend
the
you reload
scarred
stuff.
polycarbon on her left thigh plate.
I'll just see how I feel about it, Maracas.
I burned the S-shaped
We're already
marker
partway through.
myself, accidentally, when I was soldering
I wouldn't mind
replacement
reloading
parts
a save.
for our child. She left it there as a makeshift tattoo of love. Liv, what is this? I had a family this entire time, and you hid that from me.
Yeah, why
How
did
could
she?
you,
Why
Liv?
did she do this?
How
I'm
could
curious.
you do this to me?
Okay, look, Stormy, I'm sorry, but it's not what you think. Whatever else, know that everything I've done to protect you. These are all webs of lies spun by the Empire to break us apart, like I said.
Liv, it's not Empire spinning a web of lies for me this time. It's you. Now tell me the truth. Is my family real or not?
Yes. Yes, Nostromo, you did have a gynoid partner and a siliconth child. It is true. But what the Neofeudals have implanted in your mind is just a glossy facade of the truth. If you knew it all, you would understand why I've had to take these drastic measures. I've done it all to protect you, I swear.
Protect me? Protect me from what, Liv? From going back to the real family that I had before I became your personal plaything? Your coin-operated boyfriend? Controlled by constantly hacking my brain, rewiring my personhood to your taste?
Stormy, don't say that. You're not just a Ken doll to me. I saved your life, remember? I almost got myself killed in the process. We fought Utopia together, we fought Armageddon together, and I love you.
And yet, your love wasn't enough to stop this world or this relationship from falling apart.
Well, I mean,
was it?
This is a big ask for one person,
don't do this,
Nostro.
Nostromo, I know I've betrayed your trust, but you're a hero
Lol,
in the fight
yeah.
against Utopia. You're still part of Red Star and the Galactic Silk Road, remember?
I mean, I get what he's
and there
saying,
is still
but
hope.
Maybe so.
It's like, that's a little unfair.
Why do you get to make those choices for me? You said you don't like invisible hands shuffling pieces around the board, but here you are, yanking me around like a dog on a leash, wrapping me up in your puppet strings like another computer you're owning as Countess Zero Cool.
Nostromo, that's not what this is. Everything I've done is because I know your
reference to
potential.
Count Zero
I just want the best
from,
for you.
Neuromancer sequels.
The best for me now, Liv. We failed our mission, remember? Look at the ash that used to be a city. All of our compatriots have been executed. Permadeath, Liv. You know what your problem is, Liv? You need to be in control of everything. Machines, people. But maybe you can't play God. Or else you're acting like the Neofeudals you hate. Look, I'm sorry your Sindarian homeworld was screwed over and you felt powerless. But you can't control everything.
Don't go there, Nostromo. Don't you go there. I'm not the one who invaded and murdered innocent children. The one who turned hospitals to rubble in Kongor and schools to cinders on my home
This
planet.
argument's getting really ugly.
I've seen the sense recordings of you butchering
rough.
my own people, and yet I found it in my heart to let it go, to tell myself it was just your programming and to give you a second chance. But maybe I was wrong all along. Maybe instead of quarantining memories, letting you dodge your own sins, I should have forced you to see who you really are.
Maybe you're right, Liv. What does it matter now? It's all falling apart. Everything's going away. Like antifreeze tears in green acid rain. But maybe there's still time to find my real family. Maybe it's not too late to save them.
Nostromo, wait.
Don't do it.
Goodbye, Liv.
You fool, Nostromo! Can't you see this is what the Neofeudals want? Although he is right to question, you know, whether or not he has any true agency. Like,
Dear diary.
I always thought if people really believe like AGI is here,
talking to myself.
How is it ethical to
playing
date
my own
it?
retro video games, waiting for an exterminatron or a giant metal spider with a chain gun tipped tail to put me out of my misery. Part of me hopes my hot-wired solar panel will go out, so I'll stop bleeding bad poetry into my phone. Maybe I always knew saving the world was some superhero comic book BS. Bunch of feel-good wish fulfillment for cowards, too scared to organize their cubicle workplace, looking to the one with the magic or uber computer hacking skills. Not that I'm not skilled. Maybe I never should have got on that refugee starcraft, landed on this God's forsaken planet. Maybe it would have been better to die guerrilla fighting with IEDs and Silk Road supplied machine guns on my homeworld, rather than slowly rotting to death here in this shallow, temporary glitz of the Empire's worm-rotten heart, racking up survivor's guilt and consumerist baubles for the void in your soul, only to be finally slaughtered by the same forces that killed my Cinderia. I know it's a banal cliche. The thing that keeps me from walking into the tender 50 caliber arms of fully automated death is, well, that I might see him again. What kind of fairy tale rom-com teeny bopper shit is that, right? But it's the truth. Utopia 426 might be a lost cause. Red Star blotted from the sky. Our elder race leaving us orphaned. Countess Zero cooled
So
down
did the
for the count,
Venurans just
and
abandon
Nostromo, a doomed space
Utopia?
marine, wading through the bloody, burning carcass of this necropolis, chasing an almost certainly dead family. I thumb my silver talisman, a hexagonal fist raised in the air, the sigil of my hacktivist coven stamped over the face of some American president.
I'm so confused why they didn't evacuate them as well.
Every day I flip the coin. If it comes up hexgen, I go on.
I'm sure we'll get answers later.
Okay, if it comes up tails, I just flip the coin again.
Jawa's gonna
And
come
I
back with
venture out to
vengeance.
scavenge food and medicine, hoping I don't get turned into shredded Cinderian by the unhinged murder bots. Because if there's even the fraction of a sliver of an iota of a chance I might see that thick-headed, stubborn-willed himbo AF robot again, I'll do anything to try to make things right. This autobiography is going to be one terrible read for those meat mincers once they catch me and end this pointless parody of living. I should just delete this entire sappy MyJournal blog. There isn't even any internet to post it to. Well, better gather up my things and go find something to eat before I, die or whatever.
Alright, let me make a save. What am I gonna call this? We are so... Actually, no, it's too wordy. We are so... fucked. Alright, I need to find someone to raid, because I'm gonna call it. I didn't notice it was so fucking late, although I've already been live for 5 hours. But this was a super exciting chapter of Neofeud 2. We're clearly at the low point of the narrative, the emotional nadir, where the heroes are broken apart and scattered. You know, and they're gonna have to find their way back to each other. But yeah, fuck, that was a lot of plot development. Holy shit. Fun stream, good night, Shark. I'm glad you had fun, Wayward Traveler Fart. Alright, let me find someone to raid. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Silver Spook. I know you probably went to bed ages ago or watched an insane Tubi movie I found. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Coin-operated boy. Yeah, that was a very funny phrase. Very, very interesting, mental image it conjures. But yeah, if AI was sentient like Nostro, wouldn't it be unethical to date it on some level? Because at any moment, you could just dip into its programming and, reprogram it to feel however way you want it to. In what universe is that relationship not exploitative? I thought that was interesting that was a theme in the, episode today. There's also a song called Coin Operated Boy. I know, I just like the phrase. All right, I gotta go. Good night, everybody. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.